Okay, cool. Actually, I guess I can't watch the stream because then I would see your cards. Okay. So can I get rid of this? Wonder if I can get rid of the actual. Yeah, probably just I'll just close this then. But, I mean, the cards aren't that big a deal in Wingspan, but okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll just mute myself as well.
Right, it's going to be Wingspan. And with me this evening is David. Please welcome David. Hi, David.
Hello, hello.
Oh, just the sound of your voice sent shivers through my spine. My goodness. Oh, there's an echo. Who's the echo coming from? Is it from David? Maybe that's part of the shtick. You don't know.
I don't think so. I hope not.
Oh, they say they can't hear me. Ah, crap. Hold on. You seriously not hear me for that entire intro, man?
That was a really good intro.
They'll never know, will they? They'll never know. Hey, Orion Echoes. I see Orion Echoes. I think I might know what's going on and why I echo. The ghosts are really interfering tonight. Hold on, let me just try something here. Just click a couple buttons.
It's really dangerous when I have computer controls, because I can go nuts with nonsense. Can you hear me now?
Never know, David. I never know what works and what doesn't. But aren't these birds terrifying? My goodness. So I think DM explains on the old Discord server. Well, by the way, hi, it's Ryan from Nights Around the Table. You can't see that logo because David's face is blocking it. Oh, scary. DM explains, who's our monarch level patron on the Discord server, suggested I don't have too many like spooky themed board games. So just this past Thursday, I tried. It was a valiant effort. I tried to play 1313 Dead End Drive with you. If you didn't see that stream, thank God, because it was it was about the most fail I could pack into 2.5 hours. If you want to see just a complete slow motion train wreck, that's the stream to watch. But it does. I mean, I tried to pull it out of the fire a little bit. Halfway through, I started telling stories about my life. If anybody cares about stories about my life, has not been a very interesting life. But if you're wondering why my name is Ryan Henson Creighton, then I have a chapter marker there, and you can jump to that moment. David.
Yes, sir.
Frolic and Dream enjoyed this stream. It had heart. Well, that's nice to hear. So DM Explains suggested we play this together because they have like a spook. I was led to believe it was going to be a spooky background. I come later to find out that it's seasonal, which is not the same. Yeah, like
it's more of a harvest background.
Yeah,
a Halloween background. So bit of false advertising there. But
I would say let's check it out. How do we get into the game that we had set up earlier in the day to make sure that this worked? Because yes, I do a little bit of testing with my streams. Let's see.
Just need to go online, and then the game should be.
There it is. Look, we only have 63 hours to play together. Here we go.
Hopefully, fingers crossed,
we'll be able to make
get it done in the time frame.
Now, I am curious to know, I bet you dollars to notice that everybody in chat already knows all about Wingspan, has played it 6 ways from Sunday, probably owns a copy, if not multiple copies, but I'm just interested to know, because I don't know how much time to spend rambling about how to actually play the game. But who in chat, hands up if you've never played Wingspan before, and that'll give me an idea of how much to spend on telling you how to play. I have a feeling everybody kind of knows. Keep hydrating. You know what's scary, David? It's dehydration. Ooh.
Yeah, I've got my bottle of water.
Whoa, water. H2O. I don't know. Stacey Everdell owns it. She's played it. Vexar has played it twice before, so good, but nobody is copying to never having played it. So I think we're pretty good. And like I promised in the promo for this stream, Monster Couch is the developer of this version of Wingspan. You can find it on Steam. I believe it's on sale right now in the Halloween sale that they're doing on Steam. You can also find it on the Switch. So what we're going to be doing is giving away, David, We're going to give away copies of the Steam version of the game as we go through the stream. How exciting is that?
I am extremely excited. Unfortunately, I can't win because I already have a copy, so
now,
I probably don't need two.
I'm glad you mentioned that because the chatters are in your debt this evening because due to the fact that you already own a copy of this game, I was provided 4 codes. I picked up one of them myself because graft, and the other 3 were available for me to either give out to people or give out to somebody that I was going to play with. Because you already own the game, that leaves us with 3, not 2, but 3 codes to give away this evening. How exciting is that? I am going to show you tonight's agenda. That's what it looks like. So in no particular order, we're going to play Wingspan. We're going to give away those free codes that I mentioned. At some point in the evening, David will be murdered. We don't know how it's going to happen. It'll probably be pretty shocking and scary, but watch for that. We're going to have a snack. So that's going to be exciting. And I also have a hunt puzzle for you to solve. And if you've attended streams before, then you've seen how the puzzles go. This one's going to be a little bit more challenging than the rebuses that I've shown you before. So I hope that you'll enjoy those. So Wingspan, teach me how to play it. Is it my turn? No, it's your turn.
It's my turn now.
One thing that I thought was neat is you can, sorry to cut you off, but you can scroll your mouse wheel in and out if you've got a mouse wheel, and it goes between the different environments, the habitats. So from forest to grassland and then down to wetlands, just with and there's like a multi-layered parallax scrolling kind of thing going on. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, you can also the last tab at the bottom, you can also open your habitats overview. So if you're like a board game player and you're more used to seeing like everything at once, that'll let you see kind of the whole thing, but with sort of little bit of reduced information. But
nice.
That's another option.
And that shows you your cards at the bottom right. Now, when you're not in that mode, how do you see your cards?
Well, we don't have our cards yet. You'll see them at the bottom of the screen in your hand. Those what it shows at the bottom right is the cards that are in the tray. So that would be like
got it.
The 3 face-up cards in the tray normally. Yeah.
These ones down here.
Yeah, it was just what I was a little scared of was the snacks that you've had on the stream. So I'm kind of glad I'm not there in person.
Yeah, you're not there in person. You know what? Because nobody's here in person, I chose a delectable snack that I'm really going to enjoy. So I save the riskier ones for when I have somebody here in person. Now, Vexar is suggesting that you're going to be the snack after your inevitable murder. I'm just going to call up that agenda again and just be really clear that these items on the agenda are listed in no particular order, which means that we could have a snack and then David gets horribly murdered, or David could get horribly murdered and then we'll have a snack. Nobody knows. It's just a surprise, right? So I just want to manage expectations. The other thing while we're talking about scary stuff is I hope that you had a chance to check the rules and regs on the site. This contest is open to certain regions, but I hope that everybody in the chat is from those regions. So I believe that it's United States, Canada, the UK, Australia. I hope if I'm wrong, check the rules and regs because they're all there. But there is, as per all these contests, there's no entry fee. You don't have to do anything to enter. We'll get into how to enter later. However, if you want to talk about really scary stuff, there's my Twitch follower account, and that number actually went down earlier this week. I'm not surprised it did. After that 1313 Dead End Drive stream, I really can't be shocked that it went down. But it was, I'm going to admit, a little bit disheartening to see the clock roll down. But if you are not yet a follower of Knights Around a Table on Twitch, let me show you what that follow looks like. It's purple. It doesn't make that sound, but who knows? Click it, it might. And then you will be able to see, in almost real time, you'll be able to see that counter go up. And special for this evening's stream, if you follow Knights Around a Table on Twitch this evening, I will tell you how you're going to die. Now, that's a deal and a half, David. I don't know how you can get a better deal on any other stream this evening.
Well, I don't even need to follow because you already told me it's going to be on this stream.
We don't know how, though, David. Come on. It's still a mystery. Gee whiz. Yeah. My goodness. Will the snack involve pickles? Everybody's wondering if the snack will involve pickles. If you caught the stream a few weeks ago with me and Sean, we had the the weirdest spicy gigantic gas station pickles. Weird to us as Canadians, but somehow Americans are all over it. They're like, oh yeah, gas station pickles. Who hasn't had a gas station pickle? We're like, us. So no, nothing as wild and woolly as gas station pickles, but we'll get to snacks in a little bit of time. Hey, Successful Geek, thanks so much for joining us. Aloha. Are you joining us from sunny, where is that? Minnesota? What's aloha? There's a bargain right there. Vexar says, yes, nowhere else on any other. Anyway, let's get to playing. Let's get to playing the game. So it's your turn first. What do you get to do on your first turn, David?
Are we, I didn't know, are we going to let the chat make their wagers on
Ooh, that's a good idea.
who
We
they
really
think
should.
the winner is going to be?
So let me kill the poll just to make sure. Oh, look! Who is it? It's Romana Dog is now following on Twitch. Now, Romana Dog, of course, I'll tell a funny story. Romana Dog is going to be crushed to death by a combine, obviously. Now, when I was in English class in the 12th grade, I think I was telling a story and I was just kind of riffing. I was in improv in high school and I told this terrible story about somebody who was crushed to death in a farm field by a concubine. So I'm not. It's going to be one of the Romana Dog. It's going to be either a combine or a concubine in a farm field. So place your bets. Speaking of place your bets, we are going to place bets. If you type !vote space 1, let me just see to make sure that the vote space 1 is going to be. You think Ryan's going to take it home this evening in Wingspan? !vote space 2 is your money's on David. Now, if you've caught any past Nights Around the Table live streams before, you kind of know where the safe money is. And I'll just give you a little hint. It's not on the old Rymeister. I think Ryan versus board games, the total is still 0 for 7. Let's see. Oh, I got 1 vote, David. Very no.
That's good.
Well, I got more than 1 vote. Look. Oh, now they're creeping up. They're creeping up blue. Your color is blue. I'm purple.
Yeah. So if you caught one of the Patreon streams, Ryan did this awesome video where he assigned an animal to everybody, and my animal was the fox, because in theory I'm a fox at board games. So you can.
That was a period when you were
into account.
You were smoking everybody. What were we playing? Because you were just killing it at like every single game. Was it around the time when Arnak, I think, hit?
It was probably it was probably around the time Arnak came in, and I think I had a bit of an advantage because I had played it more than everyone.
Oh my god, you were just slaying! It was madness. And it's cool. We just switched the server to a a community server just today. So if you pop up there, it's going to be overlapping. But if you pop up on the David still sounds strange. Well, that's just David, I think. Is it an echoey thing that you're catching from David? Maybe. Describe strange, and then we'll see if we can try to fix it.
I sound strange in general, so we'll have to just decide if it's normal strange or especially different strange.
Okay, first thing I'm noticing is that djmachv, who's supposed to be safe and sound in bed, is up late. Like it's past 1 a.m. where djmachv comes from. So, gee whiz, thank you for joining us. But my gosh, we don't want to ruin your day for tomorrow. David's voice has some kind of echo. That's probably my fault. Ooh, I think I know how to. No. If I mute him there, hold on. Let me think. Some kind of echo. How do I fix that? It's a good question.
Is it coming through OBS and?
Oh, it might be. So let me see if I can. Mute you. Yeah.
I muted myself on OBS. Is that?
Well, let's try that. Yeah. So talk a little bit more, David, and we'll see if we got rid of the echo.
Right. So the other thing I will say, I don't know if the vote is still going on, but I think whenever I've played this Wingspan against people, I've lost every time. So.
Oh my God! What do you think it is? Is there just too much visual information going on? It's too.
I don't know. It's like sometimes. I know. I think sometimes you get. It's an engine building game, and then sometimes you end up not building. You end up not building quite the right engine. Like the engine does something, but it doesn't really get you points.
All right.
Or it's a bit slow. So we'll have to see. Is that?
I'm going to kill this poll. I hate to report that I've edged you out by at least a few votes. Oh my goodness. Let's end it and see how it came out. djmachv thought the echo was flavor. Well, that's very kind. Let's see. It was 53%
Okay.
didn't vote, but the results are 7 to 15. 7 to 15. No, wait, hold on. Undecided 53. 7 out of 15 people voted. I got 27% of the vote. You got 20% of the votes. Very close. That's very close.
All right. All right.
So
We'll see,
we'll see how
what
it goes.
happens.
Good suggestion.
I didn't get a great start, so I mean you can't. I mean, I guess I can't tell you what I've got, but I guess I can then go ahead. I'll pick the lovely birds that I've been presented with here.
Meanwhile, in chat,
Oh, I should check the goals.
djmachv is blaming wine for being up past 1 a.m. Yeah, let's check the goals. What's going on? There's 4 different rounds. In round 1, the total number of birds, okay, straight up. The round 2 or phase 2, what do you call them? Stage 2. You've got eggs in thatch nests, looks like, or stick twig nests. And then for 3, there's a little weird kind of a goofy rollover thing going on. Then it's eggs in those types of nests. And then over here, we've got cluster nests and birds that have cluster nests and eggs. Oh, birds that nest in that kind of nest that have eggs. All right, good.
Okay.
Ooh, spooky.
Actually, they may not be able to see. Okay, quick cameo, and then she's promising to go to bed. My daughter is a huge fan of YouTube, so
say hello.
Hi.
Oh, Nibirius Gaming is now following on Twitch. So can we ask the spooky crotch goblin how Nibirius Gaming is going to die? Let's hear it. How's Nibirius Gaming going to die? Tell us. Use your sage wisdom.
Us?
Yes.
Oh, she can't hear.
Oh, she can't hear. Well, you have to ask her.
Yeah.
You have to commune with the spirits. Ask her how Nibirius Gaming is going to die. It's so important.
I don't think she's going to have the answer to that question.
Oh,
no.
Drats. The spirits have failed us. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna say. What? Let's go. We're just having lap time. That's cool. I'm going to say it's going to be, when you use the washroom in an airplane, everybody knows that the waste actually gets flushed out of the airplane and freezes in midair as it goes through the thin atmosphere up top, and it just lands generally in farmers' fields. That's why you're not allowed to use the bathroom in airplanes when you're flying over cities. It's a little bit too dangerous. Anyway, that's how you're going. Nibirius Gaming, I'm sorry to say, but you're going to get the airplane refuse frozen landing on you. It's going to be it's a little bit of a mess. You're going to be flattened. It's a bit an undignified way to die, I'm going to admit, but that's how it's going to go down. I'm not going to say when. I just wouldn't leave your house for the next week or so. What's going on? Click to start turn. Oh, good. Yes, it's my turn. I'm the badger.
Yeah. So I did go ahead and pick my flock.
All right.
Of dangerous birds.
So I can keep 5 foods and I can keep 5 birds. Now you have to promise you're not looking at the stream, because looking at my burbs is going to help you out. And then
I am not investigating your burbs.
If chat has any ideas about which burbs I should hang on to, let me see. We've got a couple that go in the you-know-where chat, and then we've got one that goes in the So there's synergy between these ones, and there's synergy between these ones. But I kind of like to stick with... Okay, let me just look at the burb powers. Yeah, that's all right. It's rough, because I can't actually read out what the different birds say, because then you'll hear. Oh, while I did play this game before, I had no idea how to be efficient at it. Yeah, Vexar, I'm with you. I'm not great at this game whatsoever, and when I play it with my family, they usually smoke me at it. I won't lie. Okay, let's see.
I mean, probably one of the things that I would say is, and I mean, this is somewhat common in sort of these engine building games where you've got to kind of pick a lane and do something. I find that if you have birds that do something that you would normally only get from another lane, that can be helpful. So, if you can draw cards in the forest, or you can get food in the grasslands, I find that can be pretty strong, especially in the grasslands, because eggs are points as well as resources. So. But it can be tricky. Definitely depends a lot on which birds are out. Oh, can I look at your board?
No, don't do it. Don't do it. All right, I made a choice.
No, I mean in the like I can click on your portrait, but I mean you don't have anything for me to look at yet. You can click on the other player's portrait and sort of see their
djmachv thinks I should have taken cards 1, 4, and 5. I ended up taking 3 and 5, so we agreed on the 5 anyway. And I think I took enough food to feed to get one of them out. I don't know if that's a good plan, eh? Right? Like playing enough, getting enough food to play one right off the top.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. Grab the food I need to at least pay. Yeah, want to put a bird down first. I don't think there's a lot of situations in which you would not want to put a bird down right off the bat.
That's a weird one, man. I don't even know how that works. I guess, okay, I guess you have to a lot of if you know what I'm saying, chat, if you're going to play this. Whereas this one is related to a specific type of bird. I can say it because I don't want to play it. 2 or 3 cards is pretty typical starts as Slackfish. Oh, well, I botched that one. Oh, no, I got 2 cards. Okay, Julgalla says 5 looked good. Okay, so between these two, because this first one relates to a certain type of bird that I have lost many times before playing, I'm gonna go with this one. I've never done it before, but I'm gonna go with that one. Hello, Todd. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. All right, here we go. Omelet's turn? Yes, Omelet's turn. We only have 71 hours, Omelet.
Well, we have 72 hours per turn, so...
Oh, per turn! Oh my god, hurry up! Oh god. What do you think?
I may die during the stream of old age if we...
And that would be scary. Especially if we can get a time lapse like Indiana Jones style.
Did I already... Oh no, okay.
Rakesh says usually get 2 birds and enough food to get both played in 3 moves. Kind of depends on how much food your birds eat, I guess. And I can't tell, this bird feeder, is this like a live, because it looks very painterly. Is this an actual live depiction of what's in the bird feeder? I guess it is, yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the
availables.
So
okay.
I played the great crested flycatcher to the forest.
You would. I see you're using Morgenstern's opening on me. So you get when you activate. I don't know what's going on. All right, back to me. So my whole plan was to get this one out right off the bat. Go. Yes. Hey, yes. Go. Oh, the lady even says the name of the bird. And is she saying things about the bird? I had the volume turned down too low.
Yeah, it should do the bird song and a couple of other things.
All right, pretty cool. If you like birds, I guess.
The rose-breasted grosbeak.
Yes.
I probably can't pronounce any of these birds properly, so maybe something I should.
How embarrassing!
I should stay away from. Well, if there's any like birding enthusiasts, they're
gonna be offended. They're gonna leave the stream in droves. Like, oh my gosh, did you hear when he called it the rose-breasted grosbeak? I almost couldn't.
Okay, so you've got we've actually played very similar birds here. Interesting. Okay. I'm just going to grab some food. Am I grabbing food?
It's funny the difference in the way people raise their kids. If I had my kid at that age on my lap and said, "How would so and so die?" she would have been able to list like 15 different ways. It's a bit of a dark streak in my family.
If she could have heard, she might have said something, but it honestly could have been anything.
Right.
So, I might have had to have been pretty quick on the... Okay, choose food. Sorry.
Slackfish thinks the game's cool, even if you don't like birds. I think, is it though? If you don't like birds, I could definitely see you hating the experience. Oh, it is grosbeak. Is it grosbeak? We says it's grosbeak, but it looks like grosbeak. You know, like
Oh, dear.
French style. Who knows? Who knows? I would probably say grosbeak.
Minus a point.
What did you do? Oh, minus a point for saying grosbeak.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
I decided to gain some food, and I leveraged my worm finding bird power to get an extra worm.
You would.
Hmm.
All right. Right. I should look at the birds available. When you're not in the succinct view, how do you see the birds available on the bird
You
tray?
gotta just go down to the wetlands.
We're down in the wetlands. Oh, who is it? It's going to be Richie176 is now following on Twitch. You know what? I should have come up with interesting and creative ways for people to die before I made the promise of telling people how they were going to die. Richie176, I'll throw it to you because you had this one planned out already. You knew Richie. Oh no! Oh my God! And Successful Geek is also now following. So you're going to do Richie176. I'm going to do Successful Geek. Hold on. Think. Commune with the spirits. Come up with it, David. Come up with it, David.
You need me to.
Well, you know already. That's why I'm asking you. I'm not asking you to make it up on the spot, obviously. So Richie176 is going to die. How exactly?
It's going to be a really strange. It's funny that it's Halloween because this is a harvest incident.
Oh,
So,
tell us more.
if you've ever seen, there was a show on TLC.
Mm-hmm.
Where they had a farm and they had a pumpkin thing, and they had this thing called the pumpkin catapult. So unfortunately, Richie is going to befall an incident related to the firing of a giant pumpkin out of that catapult.
That's awful. That's an awful way to go. Is this on camera though?
Just stay away from pumpkin catapults.
Yeah, like I think it's a general rule for everybody, really. And then Geek is another horrible way to go, and this, I mean, could befall anyone. I mean, you've heard, death by 1,000 paper cuts. This is going to be a paper cut, but it's not going to be on the fingers. This is basically the worst way to die ever. Like the webbing in between your fingers. That's where the paper cut's going to happen, and like in each one on both hands, and then Geek's just going to bleed out completely. Awful, horrible way to die. But I'm sure there are worse, which we'll find out as the stream goes on. I don't know how to see the birds that are in the hopper because my dumb birds are blocking my view. Is it? There we go. An arrow made them go away. Let's see who's available. If this bird is to the right of all other birds, this is a flitter. This is a flitting bird. This one, draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 2. Interesting, because I don't think I liked my bonus card that much. And the chimney swift. If this bird is to the right, so we've got two flitters in the old bird row.
Yeah, they can be pretty interesting for sure.
Cherries and grain is Cassin's Finch, and the other 2 are a variety of things. 2 cherries and a worm, and this is double cherries, and both of these can go anywhere. What's the advantage? Is different nest type? Oh, the one that costs more food gets you more points by the end of the game. I see. Interesting. Well, what I really need to do, friends in chat who are watching and David's not looking, is I need to, because of the card I took, I need to get a you-know-what here and a you-know-what here simultaneously with that, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. So really, what I need to do was, I said this was my move here. So I was doing this, and I was going to do how do you actually take what's in the right here, and I'm going to take that one. Wait, I've forgotten to take the food rules. I can't take 2 things? No.
Not yet.
Tell me again why. I forget. Oh, just off the top, the first row, right? Yeah.
First, yeah, until you get have attracted 2 birds to your
Correcto. Yes. I remember
now. You
now.
could burn a card to get an extra food, but then you probably wouldn't have the bird to play, so that may not be a very
It's
good idea.
allowing me to take 2.
Oh, you get a second one from your bird power.
Oh yeah, nice.
You get either a wheat or
nice.
a
taken.
which are both there. So, yeah, we're mirroring each other's turns so far.
Vexar does not like the idea of finger webbing paper cuts.
No, it's
a bad
terrible.
one. It's really bad.
That reminds me of the show. Jackass.
Did they do a whole paper cut sketch?
They did it.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah, don't.
I would have turned it right off.
Don't Google it. Don't go watch it. It's awful. I think they did like corners of the mouth, maybe. Anyways.
Oh, yikes!
Well, we've gone so said it was going to be a scary stream.
Ooh, that is scary.
We've gone down that road.
That one's going to keep me up.
Yeah.
Slackfish says those to the right of all other birds, the flitters, can be powerful if you alternate your row activations properly. Yeah, absolutely. But
yeah,
I don't.
Juggling.
Yeah, I don't have the coordination to do it.
So I'm going to play the common yellowthroat into the wetlands.
The common yellowthroat.
Yeah, making me wish I had the anatomy bonus card, but maybe I do. We'll see.
Maybe you do. Let's see. So I want to look at your bird. Not the great crested flycatcher. There we go. Common yellowthroat. Draw 2 cards. If you do, discard 1 from your hand at the end of your turn. Lots of cards.
A bit of a gonna start hopefully. As I have no cards left, maybe draw some cards.
So I'm going to put this one. Wait a second. Oh, right. I don't have enough eggs to go second, but I could put it down here. Top row is food, middle row is eggs, bottom row is cards. So that solves it. It's going to go middle row. Yes. Yes. Eastern kingbird.
I don't remember what that one does. I will check.
When you play a forest bird, I get a worm from the supply.
All right.
Presumably, if there is a worm in the supply, right?
No, from the supply you'll always get it. From the bird feeder you may not.
I love it. djmachv is coming up with Simpson-style spooky names for the birds. So the eastern kingbird is now the eastern killbird. Please, chat, come up with one for the rose-breasted grosbeak. Go. I believe in you.
I can try as I play them. I mean, I don't have a bird right now, so it would be substantially difficult. So let me get some birds. I will take the chimney swift, which I already can't think of a name for them. This is
we got blood-breasted gorebeak.
That's pretty good. Glad we have the chat because left to my own devices, I don't know.
Well, it's kind of hard to like keep up, like to strategize, talk about the game, talk to people in chat, and come up with witty ways, interesting ways to die, and punny spooky names for birds. But chat's got us covered on the spooky bird names. I trust chat. What did you just take? Which bird? Okay, chat, you got another one coming.
I took the chimney swift and then I took birds off of the deck, so I'm not gonna.
Chimney swift. Go, chat, go. All right, let's see. I've lost the plot. What am I gonna do? Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we're doing like the same thing, and now I got to take birds because I don't nothing else going on. Of these 3, I don't like them. You took face down, right?
I grabbed the chimney swift, which was
right.
The other 2, I was not.
They're secrets.
I was not terribly interested in. Well, I took 2 and had to discard 1, so.
I wonder if
I didn't like. Yeah, the bonus cards. I mean, the bonus cards, if you're like really gonna play a lot of birds, can work, but it's tricky. And then I felt the yellow-breasted chat bird was a little expensive, but
This is a tough bird decision.
But I exposed the purple Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
And,
That's not a Halloween name. What do you think you're doing?
oh,
That's a totally different stream.
Not even close.
What if that's we should do that on a music stream though, that's for sure. I don't know if it's a risky click to go with face down. That seems like just irresponsible to go with face down. But I think this plays into my goal card. Chat might yeah, okay. djmachv is encouraging me to take the yellow-breasted chat. Go, chat. What is the yellow-breasted? Now it's going to get confusing. What is the yellow-breasted chat's Halloween name? Go, chat, go. But can I get the food? No, I can't get the food. That's the problem. Like, there's no food. It's bird feeder's empty. Whoever lives in this.
Well, you'll be able to re-roll. So
yeah,
whenever there's one die in the bird feeder, you can re-roll it anytime you need to check the bird feeder.
But it sucks when you roll all fish. You're like, oh man.
I need food.
L wants to know, was the spooky birds thing just a joke, or is there like a scary flamingo somewhere? Well, L, I mentioned off the top that the game was suggested because I don't have any Halloween games, but they did do like this sort of seasonal quasi-Halloween-y backdrop. I guess we do have pumpkins here and the scarecrow. So that, I mean, that's the best they could come up with, but we're trying to make it spooky, aren't we? We're doing our very best. L, I mentioned that if you give me a follow on Twitch, I will tell you the manner in which you'll die. So that's a special offer tonight. We're already at 185 followers. You don't need to follow the channel to win a copy of Wingspan on Steam, but you actually do have to be on Twitch. So thank you for joining me, L from YouTube. But for the giveaway, if you want to enter the giveaway, you got to pop on over to twitch.tv/knights around a table, and then you'll be able to enter when the time comes. And the time comes, we're gonna do a giveaway when we enter round 2, and when we enter round 3, and when we finish round 4, the whole shebang.
Awesome.
Sounds good. Do.
I grabbed a bunch of food. All of the worm.
You
variety.
jerk. All the worms, eh? Yeah.
Worm.
And down here again, this is it's bad news, man. It's bad news. And I have one of those, and it's all wheat or nothing. But I really need these things. I can't. I'm trying to point them out, but there's rollovers. I'm trying to put my mouse around those things. You know, those things. Chat. You know what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's. I mean,
things.
You can be as secretive as you want, but I mean, there is no take that in this game, and there's.
Well,
other than the face-up birds, there's really not much I can.
There's the face-up food too. Like you can take food that you think I need, right? But this is.
I'm not gonna do that.
No, this isn't really a game where you can effectively block. I don't find.
No.
Because you'll just lose.
Yeah, and I'm not typically. Those aren't the types of games that I typically gravitate towards. Anyways.
Yeah, totally. Me neither. Every once in a while they're fun. Every once in a while, but it's a rare November or like a Thanksgiving kind of thing or a Christmas thing. I'll just drag out something to make my family play where it's like it's the punch everybody in the face game because I don't know. It feels like it works a bit better.
In all fairness, I think if that's the theme of the game, like if you're, well, I mean, Liar's Dice is a terrible example because it's not take that, but like, you know, I don't normally like bluffing games, but if you're playing like a bluffing game or you're playing like very specifically a take that game, I think that's okay. I find when it's like sprinkled in.
Yeah, I know people who play Lords of Waterdeep and they just weed out all of the there's like mission cards that you can saddle people with, like compulsory mission cards, and people just some people I've talked to hate those, and they're like, okay, I'll play the game and you got to take all of those out of the deck. But I did play a game called Caravan with a friend who didn't like any take that mechanics or anything she perceived to be anything mean. And there's a mechanic in that game that's like a thief. Like everybody starts with a thief token, and so if you use your thief token on somebody, they get your thief token. So now you have 0 and they have 2, so then they can use 2 thief tokens later on in the game. But she said, "Oh, thieving is mean," and made us get rid of them, and it's like a core mechanic of the game. So we're like, oh my gosh. So we didn't get the best. Oh, Yellow Beastly Chat is djmachv's spooky pick for the yellow-breasted chat.
You good?
Not bad, not bad. Great. What to do? I need a certain... Man, I could just like take food for the rest of the round. That sounds like super irresponsible. There's no limit to food though, right?
Nope. Yeah, that was take that mechanics were the demise of villainous
Oh no.
House.
The thing that I thought I said would happen that would be terrible happened.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Oh, that stunk. That stunk. I just rolled everything I don't need. Nah, crumbs. Hold on. Let me just take
that is a lot of fish.
That's a lot of fish, man. Okay, I'll take one of those, I guess, and I'll take... Oh, that stinks. I'll take one of those. Okay, I keep wanting to click on it out of the bird feeder. There we go. So you've had this game a lot longer than I have. What's your impression of... I can't choose anything from the bird feeder, because it's not the kind that I need to take. That stinks. What's your impression of the production value of this one, or how likely are you to turn to it to play it?
Of the digital version?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm really happy with it. It's got a lot of, like, one of the things that I do enjoy about games is like some of the little achievements that they've put in. So they put in kind of a lot of interesting achievements into it. So, you know, scoring a certain amount of points, or I think probably my favorite achievement is one called Call Me Maybe, which is a reference to Carly Rae Jepsen's song.
A fellow Canadian.
A fellow Canadian, yeah. So, but it requires you to play play birds with points totals 0 all the way through 9.
Oh wow, that's tricky.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like, and a lot of the achievements are substantially challenging. So no, I mean, it's a really nice implementation of the game. I really like that they've done both the, you know, like the birds are animated and they look great, and the art is amazing from the game in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's really clean, really smooth.
And David Wapto wants to know if it's solo as well.
Yep. So in this version, you have both the opportunity to play the automa, so as per like the actual solo rules, but then you can also play against 2 to 4 AI players as well. So if you want to kind of practice your bigger multiplayer games, you can play it by yourself. Yeah, I would say I've played this almost entirely solo, probably.
No, amazing.
So yeah, no, it's and the AI is, I mean, there's a couple of different difficulties. I'd say the harder AI is, you know, it'll definitely give you a run for your money for sure. You're not going to be, you know, smashing it smashing it every time for sure. So it's it's a really solid implementation.
Practical Dream really likes the automa in the physical game. I haven't played solo in the physical version. Have you?
I have not played solo on the physical. I have played it on this, but I find I often have trouble discerning exactly what all the, you know, you're flipping cards and what all the cards do. It becomes a lot for me at times. Okay, I guess I better take my...
Yeah, that's why digital is so nice. It, I mean, we were talking about this when we got together physically to game. We didn't get together physically. Hold on, stop, everybody, knock it off. Whoa, back that up.
This game's really gotten scary.
The kid is not my daughter, is all I'm saying. When we got together to play games in a physical space, we were both saying that it's like Like BGA and digital versions of games do so much for you. They set up for you, they tear down for you, they do like the round maintenance in between rounds, they count scores for you. And so you can get kind of like dumb and lazy when you actually physically get the components. You're like, oh, what am I supposed to do with these pieces again? You know, and you're like, why is there no ghost moving things around the table? I don't understand. I've laid eggs, says the speech bubble coming out of your your portrait. You have?
Yeah,
well, let's go look.
It was a very bad anatomical change, but I did
You managed it. You. I don't know where your eggs are though. I'm looking at your. Oh, there they are. They go along the bottom of the cards. I see. I see.
My chimney swift has some eggs that he's gonna fly around with. I guess I don't know where he puts them.
Chat, please.
Between the habitats. But...
Has chat Halloweenified Chimney Swift yet? I think they need to. All right, I need eggs is essentially what needs to happen. So let's yeah, let's lay eggs. Oh, man, 2 moves left. I feel like I've done nothing in this round. Like, just take food like a. I find my youngest daughter, when she doesn't really know what to do in games, she'll just do whatever gets her stuff. Like, she'll just collect and collect and collect and collect. And then in some games that works out because like the final round, she's just like, I don't know, time to go shopping. She just like smokes everyone and wipes everybody off the map because she's got this big war chest, right? But with most games, that strategy doesn't play out. And that's what it feels like I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'll just do this to future-proof myself. And then click to lay eggs. Yes. And I will do that in order to lay an egg and choose a food to discard. Well, wouldn't it be nice if it told me how many of each I had? Oh, it does over here. Great. Then I think I can afford to get rid of one of these. Fantastic. Click on a bird to lay eggs. Who's going to lay some eggs? You're going to lay an egg? And oh wait, what are the nests? I should look at the nests. There's a cup nest. We're looking for twig nests. Nope, all I got is cup nests. Well, nuts to you, dumb birds. Thanks for nothing. Okay, good. Great.
Yeah, we've got the cornucopia of nest types here. We're only missing the one you have, apparently.
Yeah, we're only missing the cup nest that I'm going specialty on. Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Yeah, Vexar says hopefully they'll add expansions. I was actually kind of surprised to jump in here and see that Oceania wasn't in here and the European expansion wasn't in here, because I find a lot of developers when they go for digital versions, they go for the ones that have a bunch of expansions because then they can sell DLC pretty easily. Yeah, I was surprised to see that it wasn't like a day one ad, but a lot of work went into animating these birds. Let me tell you, people, because they had to take the 2D artwork from the cards, and they had, not to get super animation nerdy on you, but they had to cut these wings out, and then that's fine, but when you move a wing around off of a thing that you've cut out, now there's a big hole behind it. So sometimes, depending on what's happening with the bird, you have to like repaint the bird's body underneath the, you need to come up with artwork that the artist didn't originally create for the bird, if that makes any sense. Anyway, yabba yabba yabba.
Right. I grabbed a couple of birds from the tray, so it's there's a couple of new contenders in there that
we have a spooky looking one. Look at this Edgar Allan Poe looking dude down here. When another player takes the lay eggs action, this bird lays one egg on another with a bowl nest. A bowl nest, David. I have bowl nests. Tuck. Yeah, it's Tuck.
Yeah,
okay.
That bird is that bird's like a squatter. It goes in.
Yeah.
It goes in other birds' nests to lay its eggs. So.
I want that bird very badly. I want that bird, HI. They got more than they can handle. Okay. And then I forget, in order to get extra birds, I have to get rid of a egg.
If you're on the, I'm not looking at your board.
Yeah, I can get rid of an egg. I can do it. Will it let me? Oh, no, it won't. It didn't.
No,
let
you're
me.
only. Oh, you're drawing cards. Yeah, you're in the one card.
Yep.
You're in the one card slot.
I don't get that option.
So question.
Yes.
There was a question about expansions and why it wasn't included.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're, as far as I understand, they are working on it.
Mm-hmm.
They plan on working at it, but with these digital properties, it's a lot about how well the game is received and it sells. I think there's sort of a hesitancy to put expansions in before they really know if it's going to be popular enough. Now, you could have sort of assumed with Wingspan and its popularity that it shouldn't have been a problem.
Mm-hmm. Well, interestingly, we did Concordia a couple weeks back, and they had, at least if they didn't have the expansions available, they had slots, and they were like, look, it's coming. I can't remember if they were available day one or not. But yeah, I don't know. It depends on the developer strategy, I guess. And then Concordia is interesting, too, because it's been around for a good many years before Wingspan hit the scene, right? So yeah, so maybe they got sales data to help them out on that. Great. So first, I got a couple questions that I got to answer in chat. Vexar says, hopefully they'll add the expansions. We think so. Fractal Can Dream, I anticipate 3D printed inserts will help with physical Wingspan. Yes, that's a great idea for an upcoming episode of Bits, Please. The tag had little trouble animating because there's too much going on in the stream. Omelette lays eggs. Yes, well observed. Chimney Stitches is so far the best we've come up with for the Chimney Swift Halloween name. What's the goal for this round? This round, it was just total number of birds straight up. So I think, David, you pulled ahead on that one.
Edged you 3 boibs to 2.
3 boibs to 2. Dibawapta says we've stopped sorting the foods the most. Okay, yeah, you're answering. Somebody's entering the. Yes, so now is the time. I promised that we would give away a code at this point. Yes, exciting. So if you want to be added, actually, you know what? Don't anybody type pick me yet. What I'm going to do first is I am going to clear the list. So if you've already added yourself, you're going to get wiped out right now. So I'm going to wipe out. We're going to go tabula rasa. I'm clearing the player picker 9000. We should get a message saying that it's being cleared. And then once it's cleared, no, don't type it yet, Camilo. Hold on. I'm just trying to clear it. Clear. Yes, go clear. Eventually we should see the message. Now, if you'd like to enter to win a copy of Wingspan Digital on Steam, what you got to do is make sure you check the rules and regs on the site. Make sure you live in one of the eligible countries and you're eligible. It's not void where you're living or anything like that. Because if it is, we'll just, I'll talk to you. And if you say, oh, by the way, I live in Lithuania, I'll say, I'm sorry. And then we'll do another draw later on after the fact. It's all good. If the player picker 9000 somehow, and I don't know how this would happen, but just in the farthest reaches of my imagination, if it ever were to break or not work reliably, I don't know, but if that unlikely event ever occurred, it doesn't matter. After the stream, I will take everybody who entered in and I'll put them in a different randomizer and we'll pick after the stream. But hopefully it works live. So here's how you guys are doing it already. So yes, you type _pick me, that'll put you on the list. If you're watching from YouTube and you type !pick me, I don't believe it'll work. You have to just boot over to twitch.tv/knights around a table, type !pick me, no spaces, all one word, no capitals, no funny business, and that'll put you on the player picker 9000 list. So I'll give you a little bit of time to do that. Can mods join? Wow. It doesn't say anything in the rules and regs saying that mods can't join. So yeah, why don't you go add yourself to the list? By the way, djmachv is modding for us tonight. We appreciate it. He said he was going to be in bed. He's not, so he's staying up way past his bedtime to make sure that everybody's on their best behavior. Thank you so much. Cheers to you, djmachv. Yeah, so give you guys a little bit of time to put your name on the list. And then the way it'll work is if you put your name on the list and you don't get picked, you don't have to put your name on the list again. You're automatically entered for the second and the third draw. So you don't have to keep cramming up chat with the old pick me command. Don't worry. Unless something goes terribly wrong, and then I'll let you know if and when that happens. But boy, it's a far-fetched scenario, isn't it, David, that something would go wrong with the player picker 9000.
I've certainly never seen it happen before live on stream. So.
No, never once. We should clarify. Never once have you seen it happen.
Never once.
Right. Yes.
Multiple times.
Multiple times. Right. All right. Which countries are eligible? That's a great thing to check on the website. Good question. Go. I don't have the rules and regs memorized. Unfortunately, I have very few things memorized. Oh, there you go. Thanks for posting that, Richie. What do we got? It's legal residents of Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, United States.
There we go.
Hi, Ryan and David and friends. Hi, Poppy. Thanks for joining us. Poppy, if you're just jumping in, type !pick me. Your name will go on the old Player Picker 9000. Then we'll do a draw for the first of 3 Wingspan digital codes, courtesy of Monster Couch, the developer of Wingspan Digital. And then we'll eat a snack. Great.
Am I gonna have to go source a snack?
You should. Are you tethered, or is it easy to leave?
No, I can grab one.
Fantastic. Yeah, snacks are required.
Actually, I might have something here, but I don't know if it's.
Are you sourcing random snacks from around the desktop? If it's aged snacks. Oh wait, Michael.
Well,
Michael, thank you for joining us on. Thank you for joining us on YouTube, Michael. You got to jump over to twitch.tv/Knights Around the Table, because the Player Picker 9000 is so advanced. It actually is like light years ahead of what YouTube is capable of. So it only works currently on Twitch. The command, I'm saying, Michael. Hopefully you heard me. Vegorama is a code. Yes, it's going to be a code. It's going to be a Steam redemption code that we're giving away. So 3 Steam redemption codes. The first one happening very shortly. Yeah,
and the code will, you just go into your Steam and add a game key, and you will have
your copy,
your own copy of the game to do with as you wish.
Okay, I'll just give you we'll give Michael. We'll see, as soon as we see Michael pop in on Twitch, hopefully, if he makes it. No Twitch. Oh well, love this game. Oh, thanks for joining us anyway. Here we go. Are we ready? I hope so. Please, with heart in throat, let's bring on the Player Picker 9000. And there's somehow 3 people on the Player Picker 9000. That doesn't make sense at all, does it? How are there 3 people on the Player Picker 9000? Give me. Hold on. Just wait 1 second. That doesn't seem right at all. Just give me 1 moment.
Need one of those like technical difficulties like from Fallout.
What's that? And we're back. Let's give that one more whirl. Player Picker 9000, show your face. Show us more than 4 people on. Oh, there we go. That still seems anemic, doesn't it? Hold on. Let me just make sure that what we're seeing visually is accurate to what we got going. So there are 6 players on the pick list. Now it seemed like way more than 6 people. Way more than this is normal, says djmachv. No, it's not. We want it to work perfectly. There's way more than 6 people who put pick me in the chat, I believe. Let me just see here what's going on. I don't think that's right. Yeah, that doesn't seem right at all. There's like Vexar should be on the list. Here, let's put the list back up and see. Okay, here's a bunch of people. But still doesn't look like enough people. It's very strange. Let's take another look. Well, the list is growing. That's good. That's good. The list is growing, but it doesn't seem nearly reflective of the number of people who have tried to add their name to the Pick Me list. So if you don't see your name on the Player Picker 9000 right now, try don't pick me. Don't pick me, by the way, Michael, is with no apostrophe in it. Just don't pick me, no punctuation. That's to take your name off the list, by the way. Why would you want to take your name off the list? Because the Player Picker 9000 is is supposed to serve many purposes. If it worked better, we would use it a whole lot more. But it was supposed to be something that I could use to pick people from chat to actually take turns on games with me. So if people were, oh, who is it? It's Higslam's now following on Twitch. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. You don't need to follow on Twitch if you want to enter this giveaway, but I mean, it can't hurt, right? Higslam. Higslam, of course, is going to die in a horrible luchador incident. There's going to be like do the luchadors do the suplex or the superplex, you know, off the top rope? That's the, you know, the one with the flying body slam off the top rope. Is that a luchador thing? Because that's how he's going to go down. It's going to be ugly, flattened like a pancake. Usually wrestlers recover from that. Wrestlers generally recover from like every wrestling move somehow. I don't know how they do it. A lot of those moves are pretty violent, but Higslam not so much. All right, let's see how it's going. PP9K, help us out. What's the good word? Let's get another look at the list.
Maybe we need the player picker like 10,000.
We do. We need to upgrade, definitely. Definitely. Pick somebody with nice boobies, says Mo. Wow. I do have a rather nice rack of moves, I have to say. I think, I have a feeling, and then chat, you let me know, but I think that the player picker 9000 is not accurately reflecting the number of people who have typed pick me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, actually, an even better way. If you typed pick me and it said you were on the list, hey, Wayne, 191989 is now joining us. Wayne, I'll tell you how you're going to die in a moment. Remind me if I forget, but just in the middle of this, if you typed pick me and it confirmed you, but you don't see yourself on the player picker 9000, tell me in chat and we'll figure out something else another way to do this. Tell me in chat. Boobies are in the Pacific expansion. They actually are. Do we have blue-footed boobies in the Pacific expansion? We must. That's the bird everybody was waiting for. Yeah, so let me know if you typed pick me, you got a confirmation and you're not on that wheel, because that does not look like enough people, does it? Vento Can just typed pick me. Well, nobody's saying anything. I know there's a 15-second delay. Michael's like, oh, must get the Pacific expansion. Yes, it's the California expansion. That's the problem though with the California expansion, is a lot of those boobies are fake. Anyway, let's see. I don't see me, says Weege. Let's see, Weege, are you on there? I don't see Weege either. Weege, try typing pick me again. See what happens. See what happens. This junky technology. Who programmed this? What the heck? Let's blame Davo. Davo gave me help at like the 11th hour with the player picker 9000. So he's like, last person to touch it takes the blame. Yeah, that's a shame.
I would like to try to help, but if I pull up Twitch, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
See.
Is Ouija
secret information?
Is Ouija the only one who typed pick me who isn't showing up? Okay, we just typed pick me again, so we'll see if Ouija shows up. Okay, Ouija's been confirmed. Now, do we see Ouija on the list? Oh, it went away. Let me just, you know what I can do? I can manually check the list to see if Ouija's on. Let me do that. Let's get down. Thank you very much, by the way, folks, for your patience. I know this is a bit annoying. Wait for a third of the stream and this doesn't work. Yeah, it's, oh no, Ouija's on there. Ouija's on there. I don't see Ouija on the circle. But okay, let's do it. I'm gonna show it and we'll spin it and we'll go. Oh my gosh, there's sound. Look, we got sound. And it's omegawaka! Omegawaka is the winner of the very first of 3. And Jay Landon is now following on Twitch. So we've got 2 deaths. Now, who are you feeling the stronger spiritual connection to? Is it going to be Jay Landon or is it going to be Wayne?
Jay Landon, I'm actually getting something.
Okay, you take Jay Landon. I'm going to take Wayne. Are you ready to divulge?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Hit
I'm
it.
Ready.
Good.
Yeah. So It is. So actually, it's far in the future.
Oh,
And
that's good.
what has happened? Yeah, what has happened is the Player Picker 9000 is now the Player Picker 9 billion.
Wow.
But unfortunately, it's
Yeah.
been reprogrammed for nefarious
Oh
purposes.
God, no.
And it's like one of those like Thanos AIs that starts just picking people and killing them off.
Just
And unfortunately, Jay Landon was picked
oh
by
no.
the Player Picker 9 billion.
And you know what I heard about the Player Picker 9 billion is that was like a bug, and they patched it like basically right away. So Jay Landon was the only chosen person from the Player Picker 9 billion who actually lost their life. That's really tragic. Wayne, I mean, a lot of these deaths have been horrible tonight, but I have something good to report about Wayne. Wayne goes out with death by chocolate. So I mean, of all the ways to go, there could be worse ones. Unfortunately, it's a chocolate hauling truck. It's actually a transport it's got a whole trailer full of chocolate. But still, it's a nice story to tell the grandkids if you leave out the details, if you know what I'm saying. Jay Landon's got the fingers to chin. Jay Landon, sorry if we didn't let you know. Everybody who follows tonight gets told the manner of their death. So if you missed that prompt, I'm sure you won't know what's going on. Oh, look, we got it. BDAF 13. BDAF 13. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me commute. Let me see into the future. BDAF 13. BDAF 13. It'll come to me. BDAF 13 will come. The spirits will commune and will let us know how you're going, the manner in which you're going to meet your untimely demise. BDAF 13. Oh, something's coming to me. Let me think. Oh, let's, as I think about it, as the spirits convey it to me, we're going to go eat a snack now. So we've got 2 other codes to give away. There goes the Player Picker 9000. We're going to eat a snack. Please, if you have snacks, bust them out because it's snack time. And the snack that I've chosen for myself to eat, David's got a snack going, is going to be this one. I was really excited about this. I found it at a novelty candy store. If you've never eaten Mike and Ike's, I feel bad for you. I think that everybody basically on the planet has eaten Mike and Ike's, but I found that my friend Jess, a few short weeks ago, divulged that she had never eaten Mike and Ike's before. I thought, wow, that's terrible. So I made sure to feed her some Mike and Ike's just to bring her up to speed. So Mike and Ike's are like a jelly bean shaped like medication. They're scrumptious. They also make what are the spicy ones called? Hot tamales, and these ones are root beer float Mike and Ike's. How exciting is that? Ooh, I can't wait. And then to wash it down, I have the blood of 100 virgins. So that should be kind of scrumptious. Let's see what these are all about. I hope they don't expire because I went on a big spree and bought a bunch of snacks for stream. And then hot tamales are the best. Aren't they good? A lot of candies that say they're spicy and things that say they're spicy, they kind of mess around with that, right? They're like, yeah, they're spicy. And they're like, I guess they're spicy if you're like a 94-year-old Scottish dude. But for those who like spice, they're a little bit mild. But I'll see how these root beer float. I'm like, Interestingly, I used to be a huge fan of root beer, and people would be like, oh, I don't like root beer. It tastes like soap. And I'm like, I don't see that. But then the older I got, the more root beer started to taste like soap. I have that gene. Do any of you in chat have that gene where cilantro tastes really awful? It tastes like soap, or it tastes really gross. Apparently it's like a marker in your DNA that makes you not like cilantro. I have that. And I wonder if there's a similar one for root beer, but it doesn't explain why I would like root beer when I was younger and then suddenly grow a distaste for it.
So
what do you got, David?
I had to get my snack, and it's somewhat Wingspan appropriate.
Oh, what do you got? We can't see it. You got to hold it right up. Are they Maynards? Are they like Swedish fish, but they're birds?
No, they're just fish.
Oh, they're the fish, right? Like the birds eat. Like fish like the birds eat, root beer float Mike and Ike's like the birds eat. I find these are like, there's an initial good hit of root beer, but then it goes a little bit yucky tasting. It's got a kind of not a nice aftertaste, this root beer float kind of thing. It also doesn't, it has the root beer, but it doesn't have the float. There's no kind of creaminess to it. Do they still make Jolly Joes, Dave asks. I think that if you go to the specialty candy store, you can still find the grape flavored Jolly Joes. I think I saw them last time I was there. Atomic fireballs, yes, you're right, Michael, are super hot.
Do we still have Sugar Mountains around? Like that's like the Ontario hard to find candy store, but I've missed a lot of.
Yeah, there's one. Isn't there one? There was one down the street from my house or from my condo when I lived in downtown Toronto, and it's still there. I was there recently. I admit I like candy. Shush! Don't judge me.
Yeah, I love candy. Candy doesn't stick around for long in my house.
Julgalla likes cilantro. I don't know if djmachv can do something about that. djmachv, can you check your mod controls, see if there's a kick ban for anybody who cops to liking cilantro? Oh, no, I'm just kidding. And then Weege with the most bizarre comment so far tonight. Ivory soap smells like red ants. Well, yeah, that's how they advertise it, really, isn't it? Red ants, interestingly enough, is the manner of BDAF 13's death. BDAF 13, of course, sees one of those old 50s movies where somebody gets, like, you know, staked to a red anthill and thinks, well, that's not real. Turns out it is. So, unfortunately, BDAF 13, we hardly knew you. That's how you're going to die. BDAF 13 says the bad aftertaste is the expired float part. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there might have been a shelf life on these, and I may have just gone a little bit beyond it. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop eating them, though. I mean, come on. No, I'm not an animal. No. Was that scary? Oh, it might have been. Great, back to the game. 2 more codes to give away. We're going to give them away at the end of the 3rd round and at the end of the game. And we still have, let's check the agenda. What's left to do? We're playing Wingspan. Good. We've given away 1 out of 3 codes. David's not yet been murdered, but it's going to happen.
Still alive.
I managed to sever my arm. We had a snack. We still have a hunt puzzle. So that's going to come up after we give away the 2nd code. Cool. Is it my turn? It is. I'm playing so badly tonight. So badly. So, okay, let me do what I didn't do. So, eggs in stick nests is what we're going for. Do I have any birds with stick nests? I will not say it out loud on stream, but spoiler alert, no. Are there any stick nests available face up? No, there aren't. Interesting. Okay. And what do I have for food? I've got 2 of those and 1 of those. But that's open information, though, right? The amount of food, right? Okay.
So, yeah, birds on your board, your food. The only secret is the cards.
The cards, yeah. So I've got 2 wheat and I've got a worm. So I could do that, and I think I should because I've got. Yeah. Okay. Let me do that. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. And then here's the zoomed out view. Who's joining? It's Commando Solo 193. Commando Solo 193. Great. The manner of Commando Solo 193. Commando Solo, of course, chose that username because Commando Solo likes to go commando, and unfortunately in the relatively near future, Commando Solo will travel to a country. It's not like one of those countries where they hit you with stick if you show ankles or neck or parts of your body you're not supposed to show. They will beat you to death if you go commando. They have methods of detecting. They have those airport scanners all over the country, really, because they think that, you know, nobody should really be naked under their clothes. So for not showing modesty and wearing underpants, Commando Solo 193 will be beaten to death. It's kind of a grim way to go.
Have to have a vote at the end as to who had it.
Who added the worst? I still say paper cuts, because at least, I mean, if you get beaten to death while going commando, at least you died doing something you loved.
Fair. I'd also have to remember all of them, which
I should be keeping a list over here. Kind of list.
The spirits are fickle with their information. It comes and goes. So.
Right. Yes. We only get impressions. Just the spirits waft in and out. It's not like It's not like they're with us all the time. BDAF says, I dug up an anthill. Man, what is even happening with his anthill comments? I dug up an anthill and brought it home in a wagon once. Like with all the ants in it? Or did it just, did you dig up, was it just sand? Or did you actually have like a whole pile of ants in the wagon? How did mom and dad feel about that, BDAF? Tell us. You can overanalyze this game so much on your... Yeah, like you really can, eh, Commando? I don't know. I'm just winging it. Oh, no, that wasn't a Wingspan joke, I promise. Actually, Google my name. I'm going to take you up on that. Hold on. I'm going to, in another window, Commando... I don't know if I should be doing this on, like, in a incognito tab or something. Commando Solo 183 is a noob with the Kodiak. So you're into model planes? Is that what I'm Googling? What's that? What else? What am I looking for here, Commando Solo? Stream element. You're a streamer. I'm gathering. Maybe I should look at images. Oh God, no. It's good. Yes, you're a streamer. You like flight simulators. Do you fly a float plane, Commando Solo? Or do you fly a model float? This is kind of... Oh, wait. Do I know you in real life, Commando Solo? Because I do have a family member who used to fly a float plane for a living. That would be interesting if you were that family member. I swear this Commando Solo says this game needs a clock for your turns. So you have two options when you start a game, Commando Solo. You can either set the clock for 5 minutes between turns, or you can set it for, as we've done, 72 hours between turns. So the clock is ticking. Oh God, is it my turn? It's not my turn.
Yeah.
Oh my God, sorry. This is my turn the entire time. I'm looking up pictures of Commando Solo's float planes. Great.
I thought you were still debating what you were
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I got completely roped into Googling Commando Solo's name. Oh my gosh. Let me see. What am I going to do?
We very specifically did put it on the longer turns because we knew that the tangents would lead us astray, and we'd get through about a turn. The game would just end.
Totally, if we digress. You know what I wish, though? I wish they're doing all these rollover things. I wish that the available birds would, like, in perspective, fly up to your face when you rolled over them, but they stay sort of like laid down in perspective.
Do they? I mean, your birds in your hand kind of fly up.
No, I mean the draw bird cards.
Yeah,
because I just find it's hard to see the food at the top of the card a little bit.
I'm usually on the overview, but
oh, you stick down here, eh? Yeah, that's pretty smart. It's pretty smart. All the sexy graphics are gone, but it really gives you a better view of things.
They are, but practicality. I mean, I've been using both in this game actually, but
well, everything you need is in this screen. My goodness, it's all here. This will help me stay a little bit focused, but it won't be as interesting to watch, I don't think.
Yeah, I was in the I was in the beta of this many moons ago, and that was, I mean, this was not in the original game. So
people clamored for it, I bet, though, eh?
Yeah, this was like the #1 requested feature, because especially for people who were coming from the board game, this is the board game, right?
Yeah, for sure.
They're like, we need that familiar, we need that familiar way.
Man, these are bad options. These are bad options. I'm gonna do... I don't like it. I don't like it. It's a food issue, really, is what's happening. And I wish I could use that, except the power... Say that again?
So much nice food. All the rare food has rolled.
What, the fish?
Yep.
Fish are rare. I don't think I knew that.
So basically, six-sided die.
Yeah.
the rat, the fish, and the berry all appear once, and then you get the grain and the worm appear once, and then you've got the grain worm combo that appears. So those are the 6 sides. So they're
Interesting.
so the fish, the rat, and the berries are slightly more rare than the other 2. So 1 in 6 versus 1 in 3.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Sorry, this turn is taking so bloody long.
That was the unwanted math and probability segue.
No, it's good. It's helpful.
Nobody was looking for. Maybe DM explains if he's around, but other than that.
Okay, we'll get rid of a... Hello. Click on a bird from any habitat to spend an egg. I'm clicking on my bird, and it's not spending the egg. Oh, did you lay eggs on your turn?
What turn?
No, this is my first turn of the thing. Sorry, I'm not understanding the prompt. It says, click on a bird from any habitat to spend an egg. I'm clicking on a bird that has eggs on it, and it's not letting me spend them, and it's highlighting my other bird that's next to it. What am I doing wrong here? All right.
I don't know. It's the confirmation's a little strange at times. Like it's gonna want you to. Oh, it looks like you've maybe done it.
I did something dumb and bad, and chat will tell me what I did wrong, I'm sure.
Well, you played a bronzed cowbird in your... No, that's fine. What's wrong with that?
Oh, was I still on the playing bronze cowbird from I thought my last turn? I think I just played it and didn't confirm it was my whole problem. Michael says, for Christmas one year, I gave my daughter an ant farm and do-it-yourself volcano. She lived with my ex-wife. So mean. We were talking about do-it-yourself volcanoes and erector sets and stuff on the last stream, and I was telling you everything you never wanted to know about Webster and how Webster burned his apartment down using one of those light your own rocket kits. I love Wingspan, says Nick. Only played the app version on iPhone. Would love to have it on Steam. Well, Nick, stick around because I've got two more codes to give away. However, I see that you're joining us from YouTube. In order to get your name on the Player Picker 9000, presumably you have to be on Twitch. So if you're able to bop on over to twitch.tv/Knights Around a Table, then the command will work for you there. Otherwise, no dice. Great. You gain food. Oh no, the food situation has changed. Oh, excellent. Yes, good. And
yeah, so I did a little bit of a, I wouldn't say, I mean, not a trick by any means, but
you took the one and re-rolled the rest, right?
I took 2 food to make sure that I had all similar food, so that when it got to using my brown power, I was able to do a re-roll before I activated my power. That was actually something that I don't know if it's a commonly missed rule, but it actually wasn't until I started playing the digital version that I actually found that you can re-roll the bird feeder to evaluate your brown power. I didn't think you could do that.
Oh.
So that was after playing like 25 plus.
Well, tell me which bird you're talking about. It's the great crested flycatcher.
Yeah. So how I had played it originally, which was wrong, is that so it says gain a worm in the bird feeder if there is one. So at the time there were 2 fish, so there wasn't. So when I was playing before, I would have said, "Oh, I can't gain a worm. There's 2 fish," and I wouldn't do that. But whenever you're gaining from the bird feeder, you always have the option of, well, if
they're all the same, valid, yeah, right.
You always have the option of re-rolling before you do that activity. So that was a rule I missed, which I know now.
Got it.
And
helpful.
Hopefully. I'm going to play this lovely Franklin's gull that you did not notice was in the tray.
Did I miss one? Let's see.
Franklin's gull is one of the more powerful birds because it lets you discard eggs to draw cards. So what I had mentioned it earlier in the stream, like those birds that can let you do something that you wouldn't normally be able to do in that row. So now I've got them in the grasslands where I'm getting eggs, but then I can also get...
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can do a different row's power. Right. Got it. Smart. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I'm playing this game well at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah, djmachv is giving me good strategy advice, but I'm not. My brain is turned to mush. I'm not following it well at all.
You're summarily ignoring it.
No, I'm not ignoring him. I just caught it too late. And I freaked out too because I was looking at my food. I'm like, didn't I just take 2 berries? And I didn't realize I was looking at your screen. All right, great. Head in the game. Here we go. 2 berries, 1 thing, and 0 worms. Man, I thought I had grabbed a worm. Well, I'm going to...
So the game does have an undo feature. I used it on my turn, actually. And as long as you haven't revealed new information, it will let you back up quite a bit. There's the red sort of go back arrow on the left.
And I'm just going to do the reroll thing that you just mentioned. And take...
Oh, nice.
Of those 3, I'm going to take... I already have what I need there. I think taking that... Yes. Grand. Okay. Good. Franklin's skull? What was Did that work? Yeah, cool.
That's awesome. You gained food. All right.
Did we get a Halloween name for the bronze cowbird, chat? Frankenstein's skull. Very good.
I am going to play...
Commando, no, the digital version doesn't have the expansions quite yet. We were talking about that a bit earlier.
Not quite. Whoops, nope, not that bird. So I have played the purple martin into my grasslands.
Let's see what that bird's all about. The purple martin, again, chat, we're relying on you for a clever Halloween style name. Oh yeah. The Tucker. The Tucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birds. Man, I've just been taking food. I can't afford any birds. I can't afford anything. 5 birds. What do I got? 3 birds.
Yeah, I think one of the achievements is to tuck like 25 or something cards.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
Right. Yeah, there's some combos you can get into. That's actually my wife's favorite thing about this game is the tucking engine. She loves just getting that all rolling and tucking many cards. I think she's had something like 40 or 50, not under the same bird, but like 40 or 50 points for tuck cards.
Holy cow. Holy cow, bird. All right, back to you.
Yeah, you've played the chat bird.
I did.
So you've got a flitter as well.
I do.
Okay, so I am...
Which may be crucial to a certain strategy I'm pursuing. Nudge, nudge, people in chat.
I am in the dark about this strategy.
It's not going to pan out at all.
Okay, what are we doing? We need that. That's going to be good later. And then I don't really want to tuck this one, but I'm going to. Geez, the hooping crane. Hooping.
Mm-hmm.
Needs 3 of anything, so that is a very not picky.
It'll eat any. It eats garbage. That thing will just eat garbage. It looks so graceful, but it'll eat dirty socks. Man. You grabbed the squall. What did that say? Squall? What was that?
I grabbed the California quail.
California quail. Right, a squall is a storm. When another player takes the lay eggs action, this bird lays 1 egg on another bird with a cup nest. Why is it telling me that? I know that. Oh, because I get to lay an egg? Lay 1 egg on a bird with a cup nest. It's gonna be...
One of your reactive
yes.
powers. activated. Nice.
Okay. Done. Done. Let's see.
Now,
Yes?
I was gonna say you're gonna want to make sure when you're laying eggs to leave your cup nest birds clear, but you only have cup nest.
Yeah, that's all I got. It's just the cup stuff.
It's not gonna be an issue.
Right.
Nice. I forgot you had that, but I mean, it's not like you can avoid laying eggs in this game. So
3 of anything's kind of hard to pass up, eh?
Sorry.
3 of anything is kind of hard to pass up.
Mhm.
I see. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I'm going to grab the whooping crane. And I'm going to kill the egg I just got in order to get another card. It's going to be I'm going to take a chance on a face. Chance on a face down one. Yeah, why not? Okay, not great, but that's a great one. Vexar, are you saying that the whooping crane is a great one? Move the yellow-breasted chat to another habitat. You're going to go up there. I guess, oh yeah, the advantage, I guess, to the flitters is that you don't have to pay the eggs to move them, right?
Yeah, I mean, ideally you want to keep moving them to sort of the next place you're going to go if you're activating, or you want to kind of move them away from where you're going to play a bird to make it cheaper. So it's,
right.
Yeah, they're pretty powerful. You can actually get like 2 or 3 of them and have them all flitting between. So you're going to be activating 5 power actions and flitting them around. But I mean, that takes a while to get going. Okay, what do I want to do? I mean, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, but I do have to think about how I'm going to get food.
Do you have anything going with this stick nest nonsense?
Yeah, I do. I've got 2. So I've got 2 wild nest birds.
Oh my gosh. You just...
So I do.
You're killing me. You're killing me on all these round goals.
Yeah, they add up.
They do. Oh no, they're crucial.
At the end of the game, you can, becomes a big portion of the score. So we got some new birds. Bell's Vireo. Not a big fan. It's got a special nest, which isn't bad. Just thinking.
Yeah, but its power kind of stinks. Draw 2 new bonus cards.
Yeah, its power is not super good. Oh, I don't have the... Oh, okay. Oh, right. It was telling me I could play it because it was telling me I can do the... So you can always pay 2 of any food to satisfy the bird if you don't have the particular food they like.
Right.
But I don't think I really want to do that, so that's going to change.
Hey, Token Fan Forever's in the house. Token Fan Forever loves the migrating birds. Yeah, maybe I should really try to leverage this migrating bird strategy. I would have picked up the other migrating birds had I thought about it. But yeah, like I've said before, it's hard to play a game on a stream. There's a lot of stuff going on in the old brain.
For sure. Yeah, you're not going to get played. Mr. Greedy wants 3 fish is not.
Oh, geez. Okay, princess. Yeah, so Commando asks if we're both in Canada. We are, and we've actually been very fortunate to be able to play together in person, which has been kind of special. What did we play? We played Honey Buzz together. We played Anachrony together.
Praga.
Twice. Yeah, twice. Good game, Praga. I like
Very good. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. I think one of the best like satisfying combo games that I've played. Like you can really start to chain some pretty cool stuff, and I really like the way you can do sort of a self-ordering of all your bonuses, so you can like really maximize your turns. It's a lot of fun. We also played Orléans.
Oh yeah, Orléans, that was good too. It was long, though. That was a long game. Oh, who's joining? Josh, the King Ruler, would like to know how he's going to die. Josh, the King Ruler. It'll come to us. It'll come to us, Josh. We'll let you know. Let me know if the spirits give you any inspiration, David, about Josh, the King Ruler, Ruler's manner of death.
I'm consulting.
You're consulting. Good. I hear a bell. I'm going to pay. Yes. Good. Okay. Good. Yes, because I don't have the worm, so I don't know why it would ask me. Click on a bird from any habitat to lay an egg. It doesn't. I'm going to warp into my terrible Richard Attenborough impression. It doesn't really matter which bird I choose, for none of them have the nests that will get me points at the end of this round. So I'm going to lay an egg on the rose-beasted grosbeak. Click on a bird in any... I'm clicking on the bird, but the game is not heeding my clicks. What's happening? Come, game. Do I have to... I don't understand the interface. What am I doing wrong? Click on a bird from any habitat to lay... to spend an egg. Oh, God, that's why. I was like, to lay an egg. Yeah, you lose an egg. Great. Good. Go. Next.
What was the name again? I'm just wanting to make sure I've got the right death. I don't want to...
Oh, this is Josh the King Ruler. Yeah, make sure that you're not giving anybody else's manner of death to Josh the King Ruler. That could really foul things up.
Yeah, so what I'm hearing is about a really unfortunate disagreement between the metric system and the imperial system. And this, he gets in a disagreement, and this disagreement gets so heated that there's an actual like fist fight.
Oh gosh.
And unfortunately, although coming out the winner of the fist fight, he has sort of a terrible post injury and doesn't make it.
Well, that's because the spirits are telling me the fist goes straight through his face out the back of his head. Is that true?
They must be. I'm getting like hazy stuff. You seem to be getting much.
It's
more
a severe punch. It's one
I
that kind of makes you go, ooh, like, did that fist go right through that dude's head? It sure did. Oh, damn. And then, yeah, that's how he goes. It's bad. It's bad. But I mean, he makes it onto World Star, so that's something. I mean, a little bit of fame and notoriety when you go out ain't too bad. Spend not lay. Yes, thanks, Commander. Chat's just catching up with my nonsense and my misreading of the prompt. Oh boy, says Vexar. I think I've got ultraviolence on the brain because I was watching Hellboy earlier and I turned it off because it was just like, it was just like every scene, like, let's rip off as many limbs as we can and then beat each other with the limbs and then knock each other's heads off and then use those as bowling balls. I don't know. I don't really go in for gore. I can stand it when it's played for laughs, and in Hellboy it kind of was, but it was a little bit much. I won't lie. I was just I don't know. Put me in front of Driving Miss Daisy. I'll have a pleasant afternoon. That's the kind of moviegoer I am. Nope. I ate another Mike and Ike and I shouldn't have. I can't recommend these root beer Mike and Ike's, I have to say. They let me down a little bit. The Blood of 100 Virgins, though, extra special delicious. I really recommend. Taste really takes the edge off. Right. Here we go.
I just grabbed some food and refreshed the bird feeder, which now has...
Yes, I might do the same. Looks good.
Everything but rats.
Everything but rats.
Somebody ate the rats.
Okay. I think what I can get away with doing then is I can do this. Oh, right. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do, you're going to go down to there, and then I'm going to grab that, and that was quite a turn. You're up. I grabbed some food, and then I moved my flitter to the second row from the first.
I've gained food. Oh wow, you got a big You had a big stack there in the old grasslands.
I do.
All right.
But two of them are reactive birds. Two of them are pink powers. Oh yes, Vexxar is apparently getting messages from the spirits as well to clarify the manner of Josh the King Ruler's death. Vexxar says that his enemy said the punch was going to reach 2 meters of distance, but he couldn't stand the use of the metric system and couldn't dodge it properly. The punch was overthrown it a little bit. That's going straight through Josh the King Ruler's head. Yes, it was 2 meters versus centimeters. It was a little bit of a misunderstanding versus inches and yards. There are also some farthings. Is that a unit of measurement? There are some weird. If you've looked into the imperial system, there's some downright weird units of measurement in the imperial system. It's bizarre. Aren't there like 2 countries in the entire world who follow the imperial system? It's the United States and like, I don't know, like Botswana or something. It's like they're the 2 holdouts. Is really weird. Makes math class a lot harder, let me tell you that much. Okay. What am I looking at? Round 1, you got 4 points. I got 1 point. Round 2, you have 5 points. I got 1 point. This is not going well for old Rai. In round 3, it shows you even 3 points to 0, and around 4, 2 points to 0. So it's already projecting. That's really cool, actually. That's a good feature, right? That it's projecting.
Yeah, that is the current issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's very bad.
My magic nest birds are counting all over the place for all the goals. So
we're looking for birds with Canadian nests in round 3. And birds with eggs in cluster nests. Yes, we're going to give away another code. So let's keep this screen up. As embarrassing as it is, I'm going to leave it up. If you have not yet entered to win a Steam code for the Wingspan digital version, please type !pick me. Make sure that you're following us on, or that you're watching this on Twitch. You don't have to follow. It would be nice. We'll tell you the manner of your death if you do follow this evening. But type !pick me if you're watching this stream from twitch.tv. I don't think too many new people have joined the chat, so most of you should already be on the list. Let me just go to the player picker 9000. Actually, I won't tap it because I think when I do, it'll automatically start rolling itself. So, !pick me. If you want to make sure that you're on there, you can type pick me again and it'll confirm that you're still on the list. So do that. And thank you very much, djmachv, for putting all these chapter markers in. Man, that saves me a bunch of times. So what djmachv is doing is, if you type, and anybody in chat can do this, you don't need to be a moderator. If you type !M space something happened, then I'll get a list of all those submitted chapter markers, and we can use that to sort of split up the video so that when people watch the VOD or the rerun afterwards, they'll be able to jump to, I won't say interesting points in the stream, but they'll be able to jump to the points in the stream that they maybe want to see more than others. Cool. Botswana, was that Batman's secret swan country? Yes, correct. Here we go. So if nobody has anything to say, I'll let it go for another 15 or so seconds because I know chat is a little bit lagged. So once again, if you'd like to enter to win a copy of Wingspan for Steam, courtesy of Monster Couch, the developer, please type !pick me, all one word, if you're watching us on Twitch, and that'll put you in the player picker 9000 list. Does Ryan ever win when streaming? I don't think, Oberon, I am eligible to win, so you don't have to worry about me taking up a slot. Great, Richie's still on this?
Win the game or the contest?
Oh, does Ryan ever win the game or the contest? Yeah, I'm not winning the contest. The game, I'm also not winning the game. There's absolutely no way. I'm still, as far as I haven't tallied you up for Ryan versus everybody. That's where I play against people in chat or play against special guests like David. At least in Ryan versus board games, when I've done all the solo modes, I think I've done 7 of them so far. Just started streaming a couple months ago and have pitifully lost every single one, like by a mile too. I haven't even Everdell, I think I came a little bit close. I don't know, that might be revisionist history. We'd have to go back to the tape, but yeah, great. Pick me again, says Vexxar. Okay, is everybody ready? We're gonna do it as soon as I tap the button. It should show up and start spinning. So here we go for the second of 3 codes, and then we're gonna solve a hunt puzzle. So don't go anywhere because it'll be pretty exciting. This hunt puzzle, we're very, very hard on it. Here we go. Player pick 9000. Do it to it. Here it comes. Oh, so many names, so many names. Who's it going to be? It's Julgalla! Yay! Julgalla wins a copy of Wingspan Digital. So notice that our past winner's name is yellowed out. So that's the way the Player Picker 9000 works. It won't pick the same person twice. If you're on the list, now you'll still be on the list for the third and the final of the 3 codes that we're giving away, which we're going to do when we get to the end of the 4th round. So essentially the end of the stream. Exciting. Congratulations to Julgalla. Now it is hunt puzzle time. So this is for us to take a quick little brain break. I'm going to show you a hunt style puzzle. What's a hunt style puzzle? I just call it that because I don't want you to think that we're going to be solving a jigsaw puzzle. Hunt style puzzle is sort of like the kind that you would solve in like a puzzle rally at like a college puzzle hunt kind of thing. So what I'm looking for with this is I'm looking for the name of a board game. There are no prizes attached to this. This is just for the honor and the glory. So see if you can tell me the name of the board game, of the one board game that I am looking for.
Am I allowed to pull up the stream now?
Yeah, you can look at it too if you want to try to solve the hunt puzzle. You do that and I'm just going to drink the rest of my water. I mean my blood of 100 virgins. What could it be? By the way, I didn't mention, in order to claim your prize, in case you're wondering, I will, after the stream, I'll whisper to you on Twitch. And if you, I'll ask you where you live. If you live in a certain country, you might have to answer a skill testing question. If not, it's weird. I'm not actually allowed to ask you a skill testing question. So if you're a Yank, I can't ask you the question. If you're a Canuck, I have to. That's how giveaway law works anyway. And then, Weege has correctly identified that the second image is a cropped picture from the cover of Under Falling Skies. I will confirm that the middle picture is referencing Under Falling Skies. But I'm looking for the name of one board game here. Which one board game am I looking for? These 3. And if you want to try confirming the names of the board games, if these are in fact names of board games, I'm not going to cop to that. It's just, if you see any board games in these images, just try to... Scaaaries is the last one. djmachv is correct. Scaaaries is the 3rd one, but that's not the name of the game that I'm looking for. That first image is going to be a bit of tough sledding to identify. It's somewhat older game, and it's weird in board game land when we talk about older games, we're usually talking like, oh my god, it's way back in 2016, you know, back when all the games were made out of scraps of bark and leather. Yeah, but the middle one's Under Falling Skies. The 3rd one is Scaaaries. That first one, those shapes are made out of clay. I don't know if that helps anybody identify which game that is, but there's clay stuff happening in that game. I said I would take a break. Here I am just yapping. But what one board game am I looking for as the answer to this puzzle? Really, I should have come up with something spookier for our Halloween stream, but that's a hint, I guess. It's not a terrifying board game at all. We got Scaaaries at the end there. We got Under Falling Skies. What could it be? I'm worried that when I show you the answer, the image won't be cropped to fit the stream nicely, but that's okay. I'll do better next time. No other guesses, eh? Nobody. You know what? In cases like this, you can screenshot that, and maybe you can chip away at that while we play the rest of our game of Wingspan. So I'm going to take that away. Just to catch you up, here's how it's going. I'm losing miserably, and the game has projected, just like we're projecting the deaths of anybody who gives us a little follow on Twitch tonight. The game is predicting my death at Wingspan, and it's going to be a slaughter. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath. So here we are. Whose turn is it? Probably mine because I'm trailing. Yes. Okay. So I've got this many. You were gonna say?
I was first. I played a red-tailed hawk into the grasslands.
I'm gonna go take a look at what that can do. Red-tailed hawk can do what exactly? Let's see.
It kills other birds.
Oh, you got a hunter. So that was what I was mentioning before earlier in the stream. I have played games where I've gone hunter heavy strategy, and it just never works. So the way they usually work is you got to draw a card, and the wingspan of the bird that you draw, like if the bird is small enough, then your bird eats that bird and you get to tuck it. But it's like it's a chance thing, right? So you could just draw big birds all the time and it'll never eat them. So
yeah, for sure. If like the trumpeter swan is on the is one of the face-up birds, nobody's eating that thing.
Nobody's eating it.
Way too big.
Let's see. What was I doing? I was gonna get this guy down there, I think was the idea.
Now there's a couple of better predators than others. So the golden eagle and the peregrine falcon both can eat bigger birds. They go up to 100.
Oh, nice.
Most of them are 75, like my lovely red-tailed hawk.
Trumper swan eats 2 of those and 1 of anything. It's worth 9 points. We're looking for Canadian nests. There's 2 birds with Canadian nests in the offing right now. The downy woodpecker is easy. It'll eat basically anything. And same with the red-bellied woodpecker. They both go in the middle. That wouldn't be really such a bad idea.
Go in the forest,
yeah. It's not a terrible thing to do, I don't think. Though I would have to... Yes.
So the downy woodpecker is a white bird with a single-use power, which is to immediately play a second bird. So if you were to go with that one, you'd probably want another bird ready to go into the forest with it.
But you need the eggs to do it.
You need all of the components, yes.
Which means I should be doing this. Hey, you're not still looking at my screen, are you? Turn that stream off. What do you think you're doing?
Rich? No, I didn't end up opening it.
The only clay-related game, Romano Dog says, that I know is Clay to Win. I've never heard of Clay to Win, but the one that I know, which was one of the best games I played, and this is before I really got into modern board games, was Conjecture. And Conjecture was just basically Pictionary with clay, but man, was it ever a riot. Loved playing it. And the game that was on the left of that hunt puzzle is similar to Conjecture. I don't know if that'll help or hurt anybody. Yeah, but it's not that. You're right. It's not that. But I will tell you, the game on the left on that hunt puzzle is by one of the most famous board game designers in existence. So I don't know if that'll help you. But think of those like 5 people, and it's one of those 5 people that you've heard of. Okay. Yes?
I think Cranium has a...
yes, you're right.
Versions of Cranium has like a Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Probably stolen from... Conjecture.
Yeah, which was interesting because I worked at Chorus Entertainment at the time when Conjecture came out, and Hasbro was a big client that bought, commercial campaigns and stuff, and they hated Conjecture. They were so mad that basically you can't like trademark, or it's really difficult to protect like board game mechanics, game mechanics in general. Yeah, video games, board games. So yeah, Cranium came in, like Cranium did gangbusters business. Look at all the versions they had. They were on. I said versions, not virgins, just to not confuse you. 100 versions, blood of 100 virgins. They were in Walmart and Target and all the like the big box, the mainstream stores with that game. They still are, actually, if you go there. So yeah, they didn't like them at all. And the other story that I heard about mainstream board games when I worked at Chorus. Let me finish my turn and then I'll finish my story. Yellow Breasted Chat is going to go up here, up to Forestland, and it's to you. Oh no, click on a bird's legs. Who's laying eggs? Doesn't matter. You're laying eggs, and who else gets to lay? Yeah, you're laying eggs. Okay, great, cool. So the other game that I heard about the creator being itchy about knockoffs, and I'm sure every creator of every game is itchy about knockoffs, but to some degree, like it's like, haven't you earned your money already? Like the Tetris Holdings company is so overzealous about protecting Tetris that even when you're not flying afoul of the law, it's kind of like the law only really works for those who have enough money to successfully like sue and keep a lawsuit going, right? So you can you legally you can make your own version of Tetris, but Tetris Holdings Company will sue you and they will win because they've got tons more lawyer money than you. It doesn't matter what the law says, right? So it's kind of that way with Jenga. So I heard through the rumor mill when I was working at Chorus Entertainment that the guy who developed Jenga hated the fact that there were people making knockoff Jenga, right? And people will say, well, what's the big deal? It's just a bunch of wood blocks. You put them in a stack, you pull them out, and they fall over. And he'll be the first to tell you, like, no, you can imagine like entrepreneurs spend a long time on their products. So the Jenga guy will tell you about all of the fascinating intricacies of making that game work really well, making the pieces slide beautifully, making sure they're all machined perfectly so you don't get some pieces that are like, lumpy or weird or that they have more friction than other pieces. So he will tell you that there's a lot of engineering and he won't say love. I'm saying love. I won't put words in his mouth, but a lot more care put into it than you'll get in a knockoff version of Jenga, which I thought was interesting. But he's another one who will energetically go after people who knock off the game. Great. 5 turns left.
So I am happy to report that my red-tailed hawk was successful.
Oh, good.
It found a nice, small, dark-eyed junco to eat.
Wow.
So I'm very happy.
Bully for that bird. Lay 1 egg on another bird. Okay, eggs lay. Great, got it. Great. I one of my passive powers activated.
Yeah, I laid eggs, which I'm probably going to be doing quite a lot.
Good to know.
So I seem to have gravitated towards my cards steered me towards an egg laying engine, which is not that uncommon in Wingspan.
I'm just looking ahead here.
But yeah, that is one thing, and I actually find Lost Ruins of Arnak is a bit like that as well, where you can have strategies and ways that you sort of like to play, but if you kind of ignore the cards that are coming up and try to play those strategies in without the cards that make them work, you can get yourself into a bit of trouble at times. So this game and Terraforming Mars and some others, like, you really gotta let the cards steer you where to go a little bit.
Totally.
I mean, there's end of round goals as well are important, but this is and it's a nice thing. I think it's a nice thing about this game because this one you definitely don't see the whole deck. I mean, even in the base game. I mean, the expansions make it even more pronounced, but you're not going to be able to guarantee that favorite bird of yours is going to come up. So you want to do the best with the ones you find.
Ooh, Higslam's got it. The leftmost game. Hold on, I'm going to put the hunt puzzle up one more time. The leftmost game correct is Barbarossa. By who? Who's the designer? Higslam. You got it. Yeah, Barbarossa. So which game am I looking at? That's Barbarossa, and then Categories is over there, and we got Under Falling Skies. Which board game am I looking for? Who's going to be the first to slam it into chat? Let's see. Meanwhile, while they figure that out, I'm having trouble with Wingspan. I'll reveal what these goal cards says. One of them says you get points for birds with a bird power. How do I tell a bird with a bird power? It's like the image of, you see the in the first round it says total birds and it shows that icon of a bird. Mm-hmm. This is saying birds with one of those icons power, 2 points per bird.
Oh, a flocking power.
Oh, a flocking power.
So if you go to your when activated,
yeah,
I've got 2 of them actually. The Purple Martin and the American Robin both have a flocking power.
One thing I really like about this that they've done that's great, it shows you how many cards you already have that match that goal. So I've got 1 of this one and 0 of this one, so it already makes, I think, more sense for me to grab the one where I'm closest to doing something with it. You know what I mean? That's pretty smart.
It highlight right on your bonus card how many you have and how many points you are.
Really handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you love Wingspan, this is a real treat, I think, this version. Let me see. What was I doing? Yes.
Well, you did it.
Yeah, I
Whatever
did
it was.
it. I did it.
You played the hooping crane.
The hooping crane.
And got more bonus cards. Nice. And also 6 points. Very cool.
Yes, I know djmachv. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Underwater Cities djmachv says is like that too. You kind of got to go with the flow. You got to go with what the cards tell you.
Sure.
Yeah, I think like a lot of these engine building, like Everdell is like that too. I know a lot of people who slam Everdell say like, oh, I didn't get the cards that I needed. And I don't think that game is about getting the cards that you needed. I think that game is about getting cards and finding your strategy from what the game gives you, not, you know, demanding that the game gives you the cards that you need. You know what I'm saying?
Not sure. I've kind of made my chimney swift not terribly effective because I've stuck him in the forest and then I'm not going there. And if I play birds over top of him, he's going to get perpetually stuck. So now I'm not sure.
Oh, he's a flitter.
Yeah, he's... So do I want...
He's a flitter, but you want somebody to go in the forest.
But I want to play this bird, and I don't have the stuff to make that bird work. So I'm going to take and hope for a good roll, which I got. Lucky me. Let's move him out of the forest just for fun. Grab this. Okay.
I was just reaching for the root beer float candies. I'm incorrigible. The worst thing that happened to me this week is that Cheryl plunked down one of those like boxes of 94 mini chocolate bars next to me because she felt bad. Yeah. She ate one of my chocolate bars and she's like, here's 94 of them. I'm like, oh my God, I will show restraint and I will not eat more than blah, blah, blah. It's like that counter, that Twitch counter follower at the bottom right of the screen. I was just like, no, chocolate bars all week long.
And ticking.
Yeah, it's bad.
I go through those very quickly as well.
It's bad news. Okay, here we go. So I just wanted to point out to people on this screen, if you, on the board game screen, if you roll your scroll wheel down, it toggles between these three modes. The first one shows the bird and all the info. The second one shows the power. And then the third screen shows some trivia about the bird. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What's the whooping crane? Okay, yeah, draw to, yeah. Oh, when played, right? Okay, cool. Choose a card. Yes. Definitely djmachv, I'm with you. And I definitely want to do this. Sure. Do that. I don't know if I'll be able to. I won't be able to get them out in time, but whatever. Oh, and they both go up here. Well, ain't that cute? Oh, well. Okay. That was probably a bad idea.
2 turns left.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way.
Do I want to play this now? But you still have failed to lay eggs on.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We're still stuck on this puzzle that nobody solved while we're playing Wingspan without them. Thank you so much for pointing it out. My bad. No problem. Just to catch you up what I did, I grabbed these two, but I'm not going to have enough turns to play them. I grabbed these two because they have that, and that's that up there. I'm just being very vague, but I'm sure David already has cottoned on to what I'm trying to do and will not be able to. Oh boy. Here we are. Back to me, eh? And 2 turns left. Oh no, 3 cubes. I've got 3 turns left. You got 2.
Yep, I went first. Yeah, and I played a red-tailed hawk. Did I? I did all that? Yeah, I played a red-tailed hawk and got some eggs and grabbed some food and got a California quail who holds a whole 6 eggs on him. An egg hoarder.
second to move my bird. My bird is going to go here. I'm going to grab that, and go, and that's my turn. Still not enough time to do what I want to do, but... Yeah, Poppy's asking, is it just me or is the chat delay super long? It does seem really, really long, doesn't it? Seems much longer than normal. Yeah, I agree. I'm surprised. I'm just catching on to things like really late. All right, it also is a factor of how often I look up at the chat too.
If the chat delay is long on your own side, like a viewer side, it could be that you need to refresh the stream. That can sometimes do it, but I'm not sure if they're commenting on how quickly we're responding or how quickly they're seeing the the response.
I think I just got really into that last turn, and the entire time I had the puzzle up. So that's totally my fault. I'm sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. Forgive me.
That's the goal.
djmachv says, I like the way the rounds speed up as you can do more, like Pipeline. Yeah, what game was I playing a few weeks ago where it's like, oh, like you can say that of Tricarian, like it's like really slow to start because you know, decision space is just massive. But then as you develop strategies, it's like, well, the only thing I'm going to do is this and this and this. So it just gets narrower and narrower and speeds up as you go. Still a long game though. I will probably, people have been bothering me, well, I shouldn't say bothering me, encouraging me to play the solo mode of Tricarian, and that'll probably be a birthday stream. So my birthday is December 1st, so in and around there, beginning of December, look for the long-awaited Tricarian birthday stream. If you've got 6 hours to kill, I don't know how long it's going to take, but that's a long game. It won't be 6 hours single player, I hope. Do you remember that epic tabletop simulator game?
6.5 hours.
Yeah. But we were 4 players, right? And we were fiddling with the pieces.
Well, and 3. I mean, I guess I knew the game from a rules perspective, of course, from watching your excellent videos on YouTube.
Oh shucks!
So if you haven't learned to play Tricarian, that's head over to Knights Around the Table and do that. But like I was pretty familiar with the rules, but I mean, we had 3 new players, right? So
yeah.
Although I knew the rules, I had no idea what the what the strategy was supposed to be. So.
Oh, I see. I messed up really badly. Oh, oh no! I put my yellow-breasted chat in the wrong row. Fantastic.
Did you trap him?
Oh man, well, I guess I gotta do this. Oh, that was bad. That was a game. Not that I was going to win the game, but if I was ahead, I would not be any longer because of that massive mess up. Okay. Silly nerd. That was supposed to go down to that row. Oh, what a goof up. And I'll just explain to chat what's going on. Because I need to get these 2 in here and get eggs on them in order to... But I wasn't even going to win that anyway, right? Like how many birds with stick nests do you have? You got a 1 wild over here and 1 wild over there. 2. I could have tied you. I could have tied you. Oh no, but you've got 1 right there. Yeah. Oh, right. We're on the Canadian flag nest. So you would have had 1, 2. You would have had 3 if you get an egg on that. You're going to get an egg on that. So I don't think I would have placed anyway.
And this is total eggs. So I've actually got 6.
Oh yeah. So there was no way I was competing. So I don't have to worry, I guess, too much about that. But 4 eggs. 1, 2.
That's
3.
Another thing that does get somewhat commonly confused. Like in our third round. In our third round goal and our second round goal, that's counting the actual number of eggs in total.
Yeah, not the nests that have eggs.
Not
right.
the nests that have, which is the 4th round goal, which is for each bird with that nest with at least 1 egg.
Right.
You get a 1.
Right. So the other 2 are number of eggs. Right.
So a little bit different.
So why did I take these dumb birds?
And
okay.
Another thing, the diminishing number of terms is definitely interesting, and then the expansion adds a no goal tile to the goals, so that actually extends the game because you put your, in the physical game you put your cube on the goal tile to mark it, but when there's no goal you keep that cube, and that actually sort of extends the extends the life of the game, or the length of the game. I know some people who play with that, or I've heard some people play with that sort of always to make the game, a little longer.
Yeah, I still haven't played the expansions, but I have them right here, right next to me. And one of the things that's coming up on Nights Around a Table, not this coming month, because this coming month, if you're following along, is going to be Uwe Rosenberg month. Every single video, every single stream I lay down in November is going to be based around an Uwe Rosenberg game. I'll talk more about that just towards the end of the stream. But one of the things that's coming up is I have a combat of inserts coming up. So I've been given a wood insert for Wingspan by Laser Ox and a foam core insert by Folded Space. And I thought, wouldn't it be interesting to do a video where I was comparing the advantages and disadvantages of doing a wood insert, versus doing a foam core insert. And I might, if I can really put this in a month or two, I might even do a 3D printed plastic insert and then talk about the advantages and disadvantages of a third type of insert. I mean, that's ambitious, but I'm nothing if not ambitious. Great. Eastern Kingbird. Great. Why is it reminding me of my bird? I don't know why it does that.
Oh, I played the mountain chickadee in the forest, which I think is the first time your Eastern Kingbird is activated.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the pink power cards are interesting because they definitely scale by player count. Now you can only use them once in between each of your turns, but when you're playing sort of 4 or 5 players, you're going to get many more activations over the course of a game versus like a 2-player game like we're playing.
That's a good point. I've noticed that with like solo modes, like when I was playing Terraforming Mars, there's some cards that just like, because they're cards that only do stuff when other people are playing, you just don't play them. Like, don't buy them, don't get them in your hand, just skip them. So yeah, I didn't even puzzle that out with this one.
Yeah, I do tend to stay away from the pink powers in the lower player games. I mean, the bronze cowbird is very good because either way, because laying eggs is just something that is going to happen quite a bit. So that one's always a nice one.
Downy woodpecker. This little woodpecker frequently joins mixed flocks. Red-bellied woodpecker.
So I've played 2 birds. Oh, awful. Oh no. Oh, terrible. Oh, terrible. You think I'm bad at board games or something. Well, we've reached the 3rd round. We have one more code to give away, but we're not giving away the code yet. You're going to have to stick with us through the thrilling 4th round of Wingspan. Boy, oh boy, won't it be exciting. Won't it? Tell me it will. It will. I have nothing. I have no act break to entertain you with, except to maybe tell you about Uwe Rosenberg month. But we might as well get the slaughter on the road. Good. Here we go. Back to you. Oh, back to me. Here we go. 5 turns left. I don't even know. This round, it's birds with cluster nests that have at least 1 egg in them. Do I have any cluster nests? Yes, I have got 1. So, wait. That's that recap of that round. How do you see that again? Oh, there you go. You can just click on that. So you got 2, I've got 1. So if I manage to get a couple more birds with cluster nests, are there any available? Yes, there are. Let's go take a look down at the bottom. This bird, and it eats 2 wheats, and and I have all the stuff for that. That looks like a pretty good move. Is grabbing this guy. Yes. Okay, good. Choose 2 cards. What's this guy do? He eats a fish. And this guy is going to be easier to feed. That's a tucker. Fish. Well, that's a star nest. So I think maybe that's the better way to go. And then move the yellow-breasted chat. Now I'm going to make sure that I don't mess up this yellow-breasted chat thing. I think I'm going to move him up here. Yes, because both of these go in second, third rows. Yes, so he's going to go to the forest. Yes, correct. Good, good, good. I made some good decisions, I think.
Awesome. You've drawn birds.
Successful Geek says, I really need to try out the Oceania expansion. Yeah, like I say, they're right here. They were Christmas presents. We're still getting through Christmas presents from last year, David.
But yeah, well, so I always open or unbox my games as soon as I get them.
Just to make sure there's no missing
Even
pieces?
if I'm not gonna. No, I don't know. It's like when I was a kid, I used to go to the convenience store and buy like baseball card packs and stuff. And I guess I've always just been a bit like that, right? Like you just kind of want to see. You want to see what's in there, right? Like the pieces and the components and the cards, and take a look at them. So I like sort of the thrill. I mean, not that it's a surprise,
Right.
what's in a board game, but I kind of do enjoy the thrill of opening.
See, I used to like that, but I've got two problems. The first problem is that if you open it and don't play it, it's hard to put away because you don't know there's no context for any of the pieces if you don't know the game that well. The second thing is that the more I started making videos about board games, the more I thought like, oh, it's really a waste if I open this without anybody on, watching me on camera open it. And so I better save this for an unboxing. And then I just kind of found out unboxing videos aren't all that interesting to people. So some people like them, most people I think don't. So I might go easier on myself this year when I get new games, and I might not reserve them too much. I think the reboxings that I've been doing are a bit more useful or interesting to people. Maybe, I don't know. I'm a guy who just likes to see something really, really nicely and cleverly organized. So I like seeing how the inserts come together and how they organize the pieces. But Vers says she's punching Hallertau right now, so she can participate in Uwe Rosenberg next month in spirit. And Hallertau is going to be featured in Uwe Rosenberg month. Thankfully, I hit up Asmodee, and my contact there said, yeah, we'll send you a copy of Hallertau, and Patchwork is also coming. So you probably know all about Patchwork. It won't be too exciting, but I am getting a version, not Blood of 100 Virgins, but I'm getting a version that you might not have heard of with Patchwork. So there's something special to look forward to there. Great. 4 turns left. Yeah, I'll tease that a little bit.
Down to the wire.
Down to the wire. What should I do? I should be looking at these little cards. Oh man, it's if you roll over your goal card in the wrong area, it just kind of bounces up and down like it's at a rave or something. And I know why it does that. Okay. Wow, I know something and I can mansplain it to everybody. So what's going on here is that the hitbox for the card is at the bottom when the card's at the bottom of the screen. And then when you roll over it, it moves the card to the top of the screen, and the hitbox moves out from underneath your mouse cursor. And so it retracts the card, and then your mouse is over the hitbox again. So it keeps moving that hitbox up and down. That's a programming bug. Really, what they need to do is make the hitbox go down a few more inches below the bottom of the screen. That won't happen anymore. Anyway, I used to develop games. Great. I find a few of these card rollovers, especially like of your hand, are a little bit twitchy and unpredictable. Great. So,
no, I guess if you get like 30 cards in hand or something, it gets really bad.
Yeah, I'm sure. It behooves me to play this bird, I believe. If you do, discard 1 card from your hand at the end. Oh no, discard. Draw 1 card if you do, and then it's going to make me discard this one. But I don't want to discard this one. I want to play this one. I want to live.
You can always skip. So powers are always optional. You can skip them. You don't have to. You don't have to trigger them.
I think I should play this guy. I don't know if that's a terrible idea, but I'm going to play him. Yes, there's the food that he needs. Clicking a bird from any habitat to spend an egg. It's going to be you. And also you, sorry, your eggs are delicious. And that lets me draw 2 new goal cards, and they're both awful. I've got zero steps met on both of them. Oh, it's terrible.
Oh,
Platform nests, forget about it. That ship has sailed. Birds with it. Okay, maybe that one. Maybe by the end of the game. Don't hold your breath, chat. Not going to happen. Great.
You got You got nine birds out there.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I might have
That's
I might
good.
have a I might have a goal that has something to do with that, but it's not. I'm not going to catch up to your like 5 extra points every single round. Love the fart parts. Laugh out loud, says Hickslime. Well, thank you very much. The box fartometer is near and dear to my heart. Took a lot of engineering to get that working properly, by the way. Rate Ryan's unboxings as 7 out of 10, but the stories during it are 10 out of 10. Well, thank you so much, Varys. Yeah, I do try to make the videos entertaining in other ways. I feel a bit scattershot tonight. I think it's because the lighting's weird in here, and because I'm a mysterious disembodied floating head. Also has something to do with it. I look a bit like when I was a little bit younger and I had a few fewer pounds on me. I looked like the floating head from Zardoz. Go look up floating head from Zardoz and tell me, not the stone one, but the guy who has like the head scarf on. I look a little bit like that guy, and especially before I had grown my beard. Okay, great. Grebe, what am I doing? I am. So because of this, I need to fill up this. And in order to do that, I need to play this. And in order to do that, I need to grab one of those, but there's nothing interesting happening there. So it's 3 more, eh? 3 more. Well, I'd like to be able to get that guy out, but yeah, and he fits into this one, but it's not going to be 3. It's not going to. I only have 1. I really like that. I really like that tally at the bottom of the goal cards. Oh, it's all gone. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone so wrong. Yeah. I guess. Okay. I guess here we'll go back to fancy view. I guess it'll be this. I don't like it, but I guess it'll be this, just to get one more bird out. So I'll take this one. I'll re-roll. Oh my god. Okay.
that good.
Oh wow. Yeah. Thanks, game.
Well, you almost got the Yahtzee there.
Yeah. Right.
Not the Yahtzee you wanted.
That's what I wanted. There we go.
That's an interesting corner case that I haven't thought of. If you roll 5 of the same, could you immediately re-roll them? I would say yes.
I would say yes too.
Yeah.
Okay, now I got to look at the this view to get my flitter in the right place. I think it's here.
Oh, I trapped mine. Oh well.
Yeah, I'm going to deliberately trap mine because that's how I'm going to get the points.
You got stuck behind the big old trumpeter swan.
Stupid trumpeter swan. Okay. Gain one of the bird feeder. You may cash it on this card. Yes. Cash. Good. Okay. Choose another thing from the bird feeder. Yes. Wow, that ripped through a bunch of interesting bird stuff. Don't make me get the Zardoz quotes out. This is a family show. Is Wait a second. Are there family unfriendly Zardoz quotes? I don't think I remember. I think the most family unfriendly thing I remember about Zardoz is the Sean Connery mankini. Oh my gosh. And for some reason, like, I don't know, movie dudes are all into waxing themselves these days. Sean Connery, not so much in Zardoz. He let the fur fly, let's say. It looks a bit like South Park animation. What does the birds, or are we talking about Zardoz still? You can still discard the card you draw. Yes, you can immediately re-roll them. djmachv confirms if you roll 5. And Vexar also confirms. Yes, as far as I know, you can always re-roll if all of them are identical. Yes, agree. We all agree. Look at that. Hey, by the way, I'll probably forget to take this off, but has anyone figured out which game I'm talking about with Barbarossa, Under Falling Skies, and Scaaaries? I'm looking for one game. Oh, and has David disappeared? Where did David go? Oh my gosh. David was being so quiet, I think we completely lost him. Oh no, how do I get him back? That's that's not good. Hold on, let me see if he's talking to me. Hold on. Let me see. Is it a copy link? I might have to do some hold on. Voice connected. Is he still connected to the chat channel? I hope so. Oh, poor David, we lost it. This is the moment. This was the moment we were all waiting for. This was the moment when David gets murdered. It finally happened, everybody. David got murdered. David got murdered. Hooray! We waited for so long. How do I get him back? Oh gosh, David, we hardly need you.
The good news is my ghost has returned.
Yay! Your video is not showing up though, and that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do here.
I don't know if we're going to be able to.
Is that on your end or on my end? I was frantically looking for buttons.
I got to do it on my end.
Oh.
I got to reset the. It's up to you if you want to.
It's up to chat. Chat, let us know if you want to see David's beautiful shining face. I shouldn't leave it to chat. That's really mean. They're like, no, vote, no. It's like, 90% of votes say, no, don't show David again. Yeah, man, take your turn, and then if you can rustle it, go nuts.
Hey, I got to get back.
I'm gonna eat some soap jelly beans. Meanwhile, what have I done to myself? Oh,
that is kind of funny though that I was killed off.
You died just as expected, just as we predicted. Which means, you know what that means? It means that all of the deaths we've predicted of the new joiners tonight will come true. The paper cuts, the fist through the face, the frozen excrement from an airplane bathroom, which is a total factual thing. Look it up. Good. djmachv just set a marker. David gets murdered. Perfect.
That is a good.
So that people won't have to sit through the entire stream to find that moment.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about my computer, but we'll also worry about that later.
That's fine. Just hit me with a message on Discord via phone if your computer melts down. We need to restart it.
Yeah.
Richie says he's alive. Alive. Ryan's game is looking pretty grim. Suddenly David disappears. Yes. I got him out of the way. Just in time to cement my Wingspan victory.
All right, I have successfully taken my turn as best I can.
2 turns left, so I know the last 2 things I'm going to do. But first I need to lay an egg, and the egg I'm going to lay is going to be on this one. Very important. Oh, with a cup nest. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, well. Okay. Thanks for nothing, bird. Great.
You've
got a new link?
I've DM'd you a new link.
Okay, let me see if I can get that going. One moment, folks.
My ghost. So there's there's a game on Jackbox who makes a bunch of sort of digital party games, and one of them is called Trivia Murder Party.
Oh yes, I know it well.
So it's got an interesting feature where if you actually do same players and play successive games, if you died in the previous game, you become your name Junior, and then the third and the fourth and so on. So I feel like I've came back as. I got killed off, and now I've came back as David.
David Jr.
David Jr. Yeah, exactly.
And if the name tag wasn't an image, I would change it right now. But it is. So back to me. I was going to do a thing. The thing I was going to do was play this bird right here, and that bird's going to go there, and I'm going to pay that, and I'm going to say yes. 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 Click on a bird from any habitat to spend an egg. Yes. And now, that's me. Yeah, the decisions get easier as we go, but no less tragic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm down to what some one of the minor criticisms I would say
is the last turn is always take
about
eggs.
This game is it can devolve a little bit into taking eggs, because at some point no action is really better than taking eggs. But I mean, it's not necessarily that uncommon a thing to happen in an engine / turn the engine into points type of game, right?
Oh wait, David, your echo's back.
Oh, yeah. I'll mute myself. Sorry. Fixed.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know, djmachv. All right, last turn.
Sorry.
Last turn, take eggs. But
Or that was my ghost speaking from the beyond.
yes, that's what it was. Last turn, take eggs, lay eggs on birds that have this nest. Not that it matters. What is it doing? Why won't it let me do things? Is there no prompt? What's happening? Here, this is what I want to do. Click on birds to lay eggs. You get an egg. 3, 4. Yes. Okay, which gets me 1 point at the end of the game. Great. Click on birds, lay eggs. Let's go. You can still lay eggs. Don't skip. I can? Oh, tell me I can. You get an egg, I guess. I'm just making sure that I'm not... No, I'm just making sure that I'm not... Oh, no. You get an egg. You don't get an egg. Where's the undo, David?
It should be at the bottom left.
Oh, yes, there we go.
The red go back.
Yeah, it should be Starnest Bird. What am I even doing? Okay, good. Good. I think that's it. Yeah, it's very good of them to tell me that I still had eggs to lay, too. djmachv says it's like Brass Birmingham last turn, lay roots. I haven't played Brass Birmingham, but I'll take your word for it.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, depending on how you've gone, it can be... You can do it like the last 5 or 6 turns at times, which does get a little... The tucking engine suffers from the same outcome, where you just, once you get it set up, your best move is by far just to
tuck. Yeah, because it's points.
Go and tuck. Oh, so after you taunted my red-tailed hawk...
Yes. Let's go look at your board.
He has been successful on every hunt.
Every single one.
Every single one.
Now,
and not even close. Like,
now there are people who don't like randomness in their games who would say like, "Oh, that game's nonsense because it's all luck. It's all luck. You just got it. You just won because of luck. That's the whole reason." Now, I would never accuse you of that in this game. I've just played extremely poorly, but I don't know. I don't mind a little bit of luck in my games. Just me? Am I wrong? Oh, we've lost David again. I was like, why is he not saying anything? Oh, he's died. He's died one more time. David the twice dead. Fantastic. Okay, meanwhile, I guess we're still waiting for his turn too. I hope he takes his turn. When in doubt, lay eggs, says Token Fed Forever. Absolutely. Which I did. I've got as many eggs as possible. There's no way I'm pulling this one out of... Like, look at this nonsense. 4 extra points, 5 extra points, 9, so 15 lead. What's the, where are the scores here? Omelet with, where are the total scores? That's the total score for everybody? I don't understand. Where's mine? Where's his? Mine's so low it's not even on the charts. 62. And then if I click on me, it shows me? Is that the idea? Click to show other players. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, it'll only show me? Huh, interesting. Oh, right, because I guess there's secret goal. You died again.
I died again.
That's okay. I'll take your name tag off, and we'll just have disembodied David voice.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the OBS. Anyways, we won't worry about
Sure.
my technical support issues, which literally before tonight have never happened. So
Of course. Only happens on stream.
If there's like a stream curse that is
Ghost in the machine. You know what? Have you streamed before? Because the stream curse is just streaming. That's all it is. It's just like it's the stuff that you tested out the wazoo will absolutely break and not work the moment you turn on the stream. And it was funny because just before this, the guy who created OBS Ninja, the thing that we're using to put you in the stream, he starts out. Nurse Apprentice. A Nerd's Apprentice, I can read properly. A Nerd's Apprentice has followed on Twitch, and we'll have to commune with the spirits to find out how a Nerd's Apprentice will meet their fate. Let me just write the name down over here on a notepad. A Nerd's Apprentice. Spirits. Now, sorry if there are any Christians joining us who are spooked out by the talking to spirits, because Interestingly, I read a book on spiritualism, and I found it fascinating because it was a Christian pursuit originally in the 1920s, 1910s, when Arthur Conan Doyle was a big spiritualist, and he came to America, and he was like going to a bunch of different mediums, because the idea was Christianity is all about believing in ghosts, right? You believe in the Holy Spirit, you believe in an afterlife, life after death. So it was actually a serious question among Christians in the early 1900s. Can you actually commune with the dead if they're actually alive? And they found out that to a man, all of these mediums and psychics were just complete charlatans. And I think after that, that's when it sort of devolved from being a Christian pursuit to one that was just associated with chicanery and just con artists. And then it started to take on more of an evil air, possibly because of its relation to lying and crime and trickery. It was a fascinating book that I read. It was called The Witch of Lime Street. Great book. Yeah, and it was a book about this medium who had everybody fooled. She was the one. Everybody else was fake, but she was the one that had everybody convinced, and it's kind of her story. And Arthur Conan Doyle's in there. Cool. Houdini too. Yes.
I believe I've taken my last turn.
So I'm clicking with great fear and apprehension the next arrow. Here we go. Let's watch that score. Ooh, this is exciting. I like this recap. It's like, ooh, who's gonna win? Is it possible that? Oh, it's going to be a category. I see. End of round goals. You pull way ahead. Yes, of course, we expected that. Eggs, 1 point each on each card, and you're going way. Oh, this is really cool. I like the way they did this. Tucked cards, tons of tucked cards. I have nowhere near it. And Omelet takes it 98-66. It's a complete, as predicted, a complete bloodbath, an absolute slaughter. There was no hope. I was nowhere near coming anywhere close. I was, 32 points behind you. Awful. But then at the end of the round, the game, actually, I guess you can click and you can see, this is really nice. You can see all the details, click overview, and you can go back and you can look at each other's boards and stuff and see where you went wrong and really beat yourself up over it and really flagellate yourself because you played so poor. Not that I'm going to do that or anything, but if you wanted to, the game facilitates that. All right, you've all been very, very patient. If you have not yet typed !pick me to put yourself on the list to win the third of 3 available codes that we're giving away for a free copy of this very game, Wingspan on Steam. Type !pick me right now. If you're a nervous type and you can't remember if you typed pick me, you want to make sure you're on the list, type it anyway, and the chatbot will confirm that you're on the list or not. The other thing that's happening is if you were joining us from YouTube, this won't work if you're on YouTube. So if you need a quick moment just to bang out to twitch.tv. Meanwhile, we have to ask the spirits how a Nerd's Apprentice will meet their fate. So think, if you will, just let it come to you. Don't make anything. I would hate to think that you're improvising any of this stuff, David. I do hope it is coming from the great beyond. Please be honest with me.
No, I've got my lights off in here, and
it's downright spooky, isn't it?
Closed. It's
no,
but it's the perfect situation for the spirits to visit. So,
are they speaking to you? Are they saying anything about a Nerd's Apprentice?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, finally.
Something's coming through. It does take a while, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does. It definitely does at times. So then this is interesting because we happen to be playing Wingspan, and this is a bird related one.
Wow,
so,
how thematic. How and random too. I'm surprised. But yes, go on.
It's unbelievable. So there's a bird. There's a bird called a magpie that tends to steal stuff from things.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, what happens is one day out on the porch having breakfast, just relaxing, has cereal with berries in it, and unfortunately, this magpie comes by to take a berry, but it's got a poisonous berry.
Oh!
It drops it in the cereal bowl.
Oh my gosh!
A terrible bird-related poisoning.
Oh no, like poison crunch berries. That's the worst. Oh no. So then the spirits were telling me that just like a minor correction, it was actually oops, all crunch berries. There wasn't even other cereal in it. Everything was just crunch berries except for that one poison berry, which, if you have a discerning eye, poison berries look absolutely nothing like crunch berries. So kind of bad on a Nerd's Apprentice for even thinking that was part of the original cereal. Very, very little to do with crunch berries. Actually looks like anything that could be reproduced in nature. But yeah, that's a horrid way to go. I feel really bad for Nerd's Apprentice, but thanks for the follow anyway. We extracted value from you just before you. By the way, that death just happened, the way I'm framing it, about a minute ago. So that was the rest of you have to wait a little while, but that one is very fresh. Eating cereal on the porch of Nerd's Apprentice. Sorry, Nerd's Apprentice, but thanks again for the follow. Oh no, great. So we're gonna get the Player Picker 9000 up and running. I hopefully have given you enough. Pick me, please. Tolkien Fan Forever is trying to sweeten it with words to appease the robot gods. Here we go. Player Pick 9000. Pick our third winner of the evening. Go! Look at all those names. Go, I say. Uh-oh. Hit the button. Go. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Thank God. It's Mr. Vexxaralhara! Yay! Yay! You won the third copy of Wingspan. Congratulations! And I will whisper to all three of you. I wasn't taking any notes, but I'm sure that I'll be able to go back to the stream. Set a marker there, djmachv, and help me, and I'll go back and take a look at our three winners. And within the weekend, I will whisper to you on Twitch. And then if you need to answer a skill test question, you can. So that's Wingspan by Monster Couch. Wingspan Digital, available for Switch. It's on sale right now on Steam and during the Halloween sale, probably for like one night only. So if you weren't fortunate enough to win a copy via the Player Picker 9000, definitely, I think, give it a whirl. I'm pretty impressed, David. I think they've done a really good job. There's some goofy stuff like this bouncing, rollover issue that they had. There were a couple of little interface problems, but that's always going to happen. Have you found them to be really responsive? You said you were on the beta team. Have you found they're good at fixing bugs or like maintaining this game as they go along?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Really quick to fix the bugs. Really responsive. They've got a special Wingspan Discord where they run all kinds of little events and other things. Like, for example, there's like either a weekly or monthly contest where it's a preset deck of cards, so everybody gets to sort of play the same game, and you kind of have to puzzle out how to score the most points. So they got all kinds of cool stuff like that going on. So yeah, no, it's well supported. I think I'm also in the Android beta right now, so it's coming to your phone.
Oh, nice.
As well, if you're interested in phone or tablet, if you're interested in that. I think it's already on the Apple types. If you're an Apple type, I'm an Android type. But
and I'm just looking at this. This is cool. They have like a whole gallery of all the birds that are available, and the ones that you play to your habitat in the game get unlocked in that list. So they've got little gamifying things in there. And you talked about the goals. Where were those achievements? Where are they listed? Are they in Steam?
They are in Steam, yeah. I don't think they've got them. I don't believe they have them in the game itself in this version.
Well, maybe I can just pop open Steam. Hopefully you won't see anything too incriminating from my Steam window. There's my Steam window. So let's see. Oh, look, I got trading cards. Where are the achievements? Here they are over here. There's 20 achievements. I just did the easy ones. By the pricking of my thumbs, something winged this way comes. Oh, very clever. Very clever. Birds of a feather. Yes, we expected that one. Build 2 birds with 1 stone. Smart. Oh, these are cool. These are cool. Yeah, so there they all are. And all the grayed out ones are the ones that you can strive for. Some missing graphics. I'm sure that's not their fault, but that's just a refresh problem with Steam. Very cool. That's exciting. I would go through and do the gamifying stuff and see if I could knock off some more of those achievements. Those are pretty interesting. Nice. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. I didn't want to leave you hanging on this puzzle here, so I'm just going to throw it back up, and I'll give you just a couple more hints, and we'll see if the first person to punch it in. So we have, just to recap, David, are you listening?
Yes, sir.
We have Barbarossa, Under Falling Skies, and Scattergories. You're not looking for a connection, anything thematic between those 3 games. Those 3 games don't really have anything to do with each other. So I've ruled that out. You're not looking for what those 3 games have in common. They don't have a common designer. They don't have a common theme. Almost deliberately, I would say. Barbarossa, Under Falling Skies, Scaaaary. Which board game am I trying to get you to guess with Barbarossa, Under Falling Skies, and Scaaaary? Let me know in chat if you figured it out. Tolkien Fat Forever confirms that Wingspan is on iOS and Nintendo Switch. Thank you. Thank you. Tolkien Fan says, I've never wanted Ryan to whisper to me until now. Remember that if you are a patron of Knights Around a Table, you get special perks, and among them, if you join at the lowest cost level, the cheap seats, I will say your name into the ether every single month. Not on camera or to anyone in particular. I'll just speak it into being. So just know that I'm doing that. Every month I'm just reading that list of names. And you'll also appear down here in the on the credit crawl. You'll appear at the credit crawl at the end of all of the edited videos that I put up. And speaking of edited videos that I put up, there's going to be a mix of live streams and edited videos next month for Uwe Rosenberg month. So every single thing I do is going to be geared around an Uwe Rosenberg game. I do not own all of the Uwe Rosenberg games. Like I said, Asmodee Canada is shipping me a copy of Hallertau. They're also sending me a copy of Patchwork. Look forward to those. DM Explains, the monarch of Knights Around a Table, who's the top tier patron on the channel as it stands, sent me a copy of Oret Labora earlier in the year. So you're going to see that one come out. Last year at Christmas time, my wife Cheryl got me as a Christmas present Le Havre, and that is still in shrink. I didn't even open it. So I'm going to be doing a video on Le Havre as well. What else are we going to do? Yes, if you like Bits Please, and who wouldn't really? There it is. That's my series that's all about doing 3D printed inserts and upgrading the components and painting minis and all that cool stuff and making your buying metal coins, all that jazz, just blinging out your games. So if you like that kind of thing, I'm going to be doing at least one Bits Please episode with a Feast for Odin, and I may do a second one with Caverna. I am also chasing down different promos for these games just because I gotta have them. I don't know. I might talk about that in one of those Bits Please episodes. And at least two more special guests are going to show up during Uwe Rosenberg month, and they're 2 that you fine fellows that you've met before. If you remember, I played Zaya with Dave. He's going to show up and play a Feast for Odin with me. It'll be his first time playing, so we'll see how that goes. And Shawnee O, if you remember Shawnee O, he was with me opening up that whole horde of Eagle Griffin games a few weeks ago. Shawnee O is going to be on the stream, and we're going to play Hallertau together, because I gave him a choice. I said, this one's about brewing. He goes, that one. He used to enjoy beer quite a bit, I think, and he's sort of abstained, so maybe he can live vicariously through a game about growing hops for beer. Great. Please tell us the answer. Right, all right, I'll let you off the hook. Here we go. The answer, nobody got it. And it doesn't, it's cropped poorly, but Barbarossa, Under Falling Skies, category is B-U-S, bus is the name of the game, and I can hear you all collectively groaning through the chat window. That's what it was. I was going for bus. If you've never done a hunt puzzle before, then I could see it being a little bit challenging. But if you know hunt puzzles, it was probably on the extremely easy level. But the more that we do these, the more that you're going to cotton on to the little sneaky secrets and surprises, so they won't be that hard if we keep doing these kinds of puzzles together. What else can I tell you? I would like to thank so much. We can't see him, but I would like to thank David for being such an excellent opponent, a gracious one, and I just lucked out being able to find somebody who was able to commune with the spirits with me and tell all the new followers the ways that they were going to die. Thank you so much, David, for joining me.
Thanks, Ryan. I just got back in time. My computer is
David was out taking a whiz
dead
that whole time. Great. Join me, like I say, coming up Uwe Rosenberg month, all the month of November. Thank you. So, does anybody have anything final to say before I give you the sign off? I hope not. All right, we'll catch you next week for Uwe Rosenberg month, and I hope to see you in the Discord. Bye, everybody. Say bye, David.
Bye-bye.
Did you just watch that whole thing? Oh, hey,